welcome to the open bar. Salute.
Salute.
What's today's date, Dave?
Today's date is 12/8/20.
12/8/20.
Yeah, 12/8/20.
So, believe it or not,
12/8/20. There's no more. There's no more 20. So I think a lot of people trying to get rid of 20 now.
Right. So yesterday,
finally, right?
Yesterday, I finally won the lottery. Well, scratch off for $15. You just thought I won.
This nigga act like he won. This nigga act like we about to go.
That wasn't really a win. That was kind of like
I got my money back.
Exactly. From the last 2 months.
No, that was still a loss because you lost how much to get that $15?
The last 3 years.
I paid $2 to win that 15. That wasn't no bad. That wasn't bad.
But you ain't won it in 3 years though, man.
That's true.
So
this is true. Look at me. You know I'm very optimistic. Y'all keep me down, but it's all good. You know,
it's a reality check that you need to have sometimes, buddy.
Yo, anyway, I'm Hot Round, your neighborhood bartender to the stars, self-proclaimed. How are you doing? We got PDO is in the building. What up, PDO, the Love Guru?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, the anointed pastor. What's up, Redbeard?
What's going on? How y'all doing out here?
Arnold is joining us via satellite today because he got business to do. He couldn't get here. But welcome aboard.
He said he ain't got time for us tonight.
He got time.
You know.
He joined us via satellite.
He wants us to fly him in.
So anyway, shout out to the Redskins, even though I am a Cowboys fan. But that was a really good game against Pittsburgh.
There is no more Redskins.
Or whatever they are. Fuck them.
They're the Washington football team.
The Washington football team, man.
The Washington football team.
Put some respect on our name.
Oh, I never knew that. So you're a Washington fan?
Yeah.
Why I took you as a Seahawks? I don't know why.
No. I'm a home team fan. I mean, I'm a home team man. I'm trying to think. Oh, and
to me, it seems like them changing their name to Washington is like good luck for them, man.
Oh, maybe.
Not when you 5-8.
Yeah. I don't know about good luck, but
well, I'm saying the division is weak. But wasn't Giants when Giants won that championship? Won the division week then, and they still won that championship that year.
I mean, let's talk about them Cowboys that's losing right now, 17-10.
Why?
At halftime.
Again,
well, we got to talk about the Cowboys.
All right.
Again.
Because y'all always want to talk about the Cowboys.
First of all, you're not the moderator of the show, so you don't get to talk about it. We'll talk about the Cowboys when they win again. But anyway, shout out to the Redskins. I thought that was a really good game.
Washington football team, buddy.
Washington football team. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I still call the Wizards the Bullets, so you can't. Don't fault me.
Boy, but don't tell your age.
Who got the Bullets? Is that was less than 10 years?
That was at the Capitol Center. That's about to be shut down again.
They're not supposed to even know about the Bullets, right? That's supposed to be.
How long
I went
ago?
to the last game. It was the Georgetown game when was that
at the Capitol Center
was playing
at the Capitol Center.
At the Capitol Center
in the hallway.
It's funny that y'all said that. Shout out to the great John Thompson. You know, he passed away like this year, right?
Yes, he did
in 2020.
Yep.
Wow.
Legend.
Yeah, legend. So anyway, we'll speaking about since we talked about the Wizards. I don't know if you guys saw the season finale. We can go straight to some hot topics. The season finale of Housewives of Potomac. Y'all don't watch it.
Nah, we don't.
It was hot though. Your boy Juwan Howard is on the show with his
Juwan Howard.
Yeah,
he's on the show now.
Well, he got his
he was always on the show.
He's always on the show. He's married to one of the girls on the show. Well, he's not married. They divorced, but he proposed to her this week.
Oh, really?
They
got back together.
Got back together.
Were they ever married, or they were just together?
Married. They got 2 kids,
and they got divorced.
They got divorced.
Now he re-proposed to her.
He re-proposed to her.
Drunk at the bar. Ain't no way I would settle a divorce and redo it with you.
But he never even moved out the house. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, really?
They've been living together.
You gotta realize he's in Michigan right now for the simple fact of it. He's coaching basketball.
I thought he was coaching here at school.
Maybe
he's coaching Michigan.
Wow.
So maybe the divorce was a way.
Are you talking about Juwan Howard or Juan Dixon?
Juan Dixon.
I'm sorry. I said Howard. My bad.
I was like, yo, Juwan Howard?
My bad. I'm sorry.
Is married to somebody in Potomac,
and I was about to say, he's on the show?
I'm like, he's here?
No, Juan Dixon. I'm sorry. Why
not? He was in Miami.
Only reason why I said Juwan Howard because I was just reading something on Juwan Howard and I got the names mixed up. Juan Dixon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Juan Dixon, don't he work with Eddie Jones though?
Eddie Jones coached. Oh, he might work with Eddie Jones, but Juan Dixon, he coaches college basketball.
College basketball here at what's the school in Baltimore?
That's where Eddie Jones was coaching.
Right. Coppin State.
Coppin, yeah. So anyway, shout out to him. He remarried his wife now. So
dang, Joe, I don't know about that one. Juan.
You don't know about that?
Yeah, because
she's messy as hell too. She is really messy.
See, the thing is, he probably did divorce because it was probably necessary to do it.
She probably filed for the divorce,
and they separated.
She did file for divorce. She announced that she's telling the business, and he was going in on. He was like, "Don't act like it was a perfect marriage." He was going because they always try to make it like it's the man, but anyway.
But now they worked it out where they can come back together with a prenup.
Well, they never left. I mean, he never left the house. He still stayed
but
there.
the prenup is going to be in effect this time, I'm sure.
Because she owes the government $90,000. So
she do for what? What money she made that she owed the government?
He definitely said, "Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that."
She got tax issues, but
he probably gonna help her though. He gonna help her.
No, it's definitely he's gonna help her.
Yo, she must have got that good though.
She's pretty though.
I mean, the thing about it.
I should have bought a picture.
No, you got to think about it. Sometimes it's not even about the good. It's about the family. You got to remember.
The 2 kids, right?
They got the kids.
Facts. I know about that.
You know what I'm saying?
I know about that.
So think about it. Think about some of these celebrity divorces out here that they had, and they had children involved, and how much the dudes are paying out.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's in those instances, it's cheaper to keep her if she's willing to stay.
She don't want to leave him. She didn't want to divorce him at first. She thought she was trying to scare him not to stop cheating, but
yeah, exactly. And I don't know if it's cheaper to keep her if they want to stay. I think sometimes, like I think I mentioned this before, in a previous show, but I think it's honorable if a dude does either stay with a woman like that or at least takes care of her until that child is to a stable age, which I would say around 12, 13. Like if a child is 6, 7, 8 years old and knows the parents to be together, I could see them like keeping that, even if they're not together, keeping it very close and peaceful, and there being some real good working together to that. Because I think you both owe it to the child. Like
that's
true.
If
you can't date and get married to somebody else, that's a sacrifice you got to make. At least till they get to 10, 12 years old, now they solid. You can have a conversation with them, and they can feel like they got enough of the world in their mind where they could accept that y'all not gonna be that picture.
Yeah, that's true. Or you could just do your own thing. Which is
you can still do that, but you stay close in some way.
No, what I'm saying is, as far as the parents, what they're doing is they have their separate lives outside of the house, as long as it doesn't cross that threshold.
Right.
No, true. Exactly. But like I said, you still taking care of each other.
That's how they were. If you watch the show.
Exactly.
Juan Dixon, it was rumored, but he never really brought it out. But he was messing with other women, and she was messing with other guys. But now they're trying to bring it back together. But she was always
because a lot of times what a lot of people don't understand, and what a lot of women really don't understand. Men cheat because it's Tuesday. Women cheat. They have their emotions in it. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, they cheat because they're hurt.
Yes.
Or because
they're not. They feel like they're not getting the love or affection.
Exactly.
At home.
Like we don't have a separate motivation. It's like except for the fact that it's an option.
It's an option.
It's available.
It's available. So, and a man is gonna cheat based on his options. The better your options, the more likely you gotta cheat. You know what I'm saying? And if you got disposable income. You're more likely to cheat.
You're gonna be very vulnerable to cheating.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, talking about cheating. Shout out to Jamal Bryant, your buddy, passed. His wife, girlfriend now is on the show too. Of course, we talk about that.
Yeah, Giselle.
So Giselle, you know Giselle, don't you? I heard Giselle passed.
No.
That's what the rumor is. You know Giselle.
No, I've had a chance to come across her, but no, not really know her.
Come across her. We got you. We got.
That was one of the options.
One of the
options.
Hey, but I'm not with women like that mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
once women know they're cute, they know they can kind of handle a lot of different dudes. But certain dudes like me, I'm not gonna be moved by that.
But she aging really badly. So
God, it's all coming out now.
It's not doing good.
All the truth is coming out.
But see, the problem,
she's still pretty though, but she's aging badly.
The problem is with a lot of women like her, is she wears a lot of makeup. One, and if you start wearing makeup as a teenager and you continuously wear makeup, you're gonna age a lot faster than someone who doesn't.
Wow. Well, the
You,
season.
and you notice, especially when you look, especially when it comes to like white women compared to black women or Hispanic women, they don't age as fast as
Yeah, I have a stepmother that's almost 80 years old and look every bit of 50, 40. She looks great.
Yeah, she
So
looks great.
You can't. I know that black women, they age pretty well. But anyway, the season finale was this week, and next week started the reunion, which is a lot can come out about brother Jamal Bryant. So y'all might want to watch it out.
Wow.
So it's gonna be really deep. So y'all might want to watch that show.
Not
Of course, this
interested.
was the season for. This was the.
And plus, I don't know Giselle's. I don't know her business or not. Is she mixed or she straight?
I think her mama is white or something. But anyway, she's definitely mixed.
Oh, okay.
But also this premiere of Atlanta Housewives without your girl Nene was premiered this Sunday too.
Okay.
It was a
Did
snoozer.
anybody watch? Did anybody watch?
We know none of these two watched it, but
We're too busy
No,
working.
I'm just saying that like people like seem like nobody talking about it enough.
yeah, most people it didn't get good reviews, unfortunately.
Well,
So-
the problem they had is because Ghost came on.
Yes. Now that was good. Did y'all see Ghost?
No.
Oh, that was good.
No, yeah, Ghost was good. Yeah,
And so that
it's
premiere.
kinda-
Only good
that show
thing.
kind of Well, I'm sorry, Ryan. You go ahead.
No, you go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I'm saying we talking about Ghost. That show is actually better than I thought it was. I was hating because Ghost died, right?
Power
Right.
Book
So-
2?
Yes.
Yeah, Powerful too. Yeah,
I
So
think
was
Oh
like,
Boy's
you know,
doing a
watch
good
it.
job. The son is doing a really good job on the show. But Mary J.
Really good.
Blige is she going? If she don't get a Emmy for that or something, she's doing an excellent job. You don't
Well,
think so?
the first couple of shows, people saying she can't act at all. Now you giving her an Emmy.
I thought Mary acts really good on that show. She's really good.
This dude gives every black actress more credit than what they actually
Hey, that's what
deserve.
I'm gonna do. You ask me who you voting for, the black person.
To me,
I mean, ain't nothing
But-
wrong with that. I mean, because others do it for their people. You know, you gotta think about it. Look at sports. You know what I'm saying? You got whole boxers, especially boxers. Look, they say I'm doing it for my country. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's not about them. It's about my country.
about the country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, shout out to them. Definitely 3 great premieres. Well, that was a season.
What
finale.
about the snoozer?
The snooze? Oh, Atlanta Housewives. I wouldn't call it a snoozer, but it was not like something that I would record or anything. I would say I'm shout out and I'm proud of your girl Portia. She's trying to create a more of an intelligent look for herself.
Now, does she know where the Underground Railroad is now?
No, but she's doing a lot of work. She's doing a lot of work for Black Lives Matter, and so that premiered. And
But it's
and
still
then
not-
also
you
she's
know
trying
what?
to help the Georgia state election.
But yo,
We'll go
but
there.
Okay, that's good.
Her intellectual turned me off, man. Like I used to think she was so beautiful, but
She's still beautiful.
I'm not saying she's not
I
beautiful.
mean-
She's just not as attractive to me because of the intellectual
Capacity.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think
Well,
she's a
well, the
lot
thing about
smarter.
it is you got to think she's young, and so she's not.
But like I said, but they age so fast with that life they was living, yo. When you stay full of drama all the time, it's a lot, yo. That constant explaining yourself, talking about your girlfriends, and then trying to heal the relationship and getting back together and fighting. That's a hard life, yo. It's like it
Yeah.
ages you.
Look
Yeah.
at poor Giselle. But anyway,
I know that's why I was asking about her being mixed. 'Cause I'm like, it's coming out. Like,
It's coming
like when
out
she was
bad.
young, she was gorgeous, right? But it's like, yo,
And so was Juan Dixon's wife. When
Okay, I have to see her.
She's still pretty now, but she was a lot better looking.
Yeah.
She's starting to age a little bit. It's the mix. But anyway, like I said, there were some great premieres. Other than Atlanta Housewives, really wasn't much besides Portia. And Kenya got fat, though. People going to kill me for saying that.
See,
Y'all
that's
need to-
what-
Kenya gained weight.
Let me
I
tell
was
you
like-
something.
And she said that she talked on the show how she gained 30 pounds. I gained 20 during COVID, too.
all
so I
of,
can't
all, of
talk
all
about
those girls need to go and sit in. Need to sit in on Angela Bassett's
Wait.
her seminar because Joe, she's aged beautifully because she got her a husband a long time ago in Hollywood and they've been together. She kept her man happy. And I don't think it's because he been perfect. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because they just made a pact. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But did Angela give birth to her kids? I don't think she did, though. I think her kids.
Does she have kids?
She had twins. They got twins, but I don't think she actually gave birth. I think it was surrogate or she adopted. I could be wrong. If anybody know that, let us know.
but I mean, but they've been together and she's aged well. Like you know what I'm saying, to be her age and still look very good with some of these other younger women.
So my Angela Bassett story, when I was in college at Norfolk State, I tell them that, and I worked for I was the president assistant, and every year Tim Reed, who was an alumni at my university, he would throw these celebrity tennis matches, which would include Daphne Reed, his wife. Of course, they would bring the whole cast of Will Smith, of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would be there, and also Angela Bassett was there, and Jada Pinkett, everybody. It was a lot of. It was really that whole year. So anyway, I was assigned to Angela Bassett. This was right after What's Love Got to Do With It. So I was an Angela Bassett fan. Everybody know that. So she bit a strawberry, and I kept that strawberry for like 5 years. I freeze.
Yeah.
That's a wild story, Joe. Don't
that bad?
ever tell her that story, yo.
I kept that bit strawberry for about 5 years. I don't know what happened to
She would be so freaked out, like, that's weird.
She was Tina Turner. You know what I'm saying?
No facts. No,
I've worked with Angela Bassett in recent years. She's okay, but she's not like she was.
She looks better from a distance.
Yes, a lot better from a distance.
Well, a lot of people do makeup and everything, but
You're right.
she
Her
still
pictures-
pulls it off well.
I say Erykah Badu look better in person, close up, than she do on TV.
I mean, Erykah Badu, I don't think she wears a lot of makeup and things of that
She
nature.
don't. Erica kills him. I'm gonna tell you this, man. You know, I read an article on Erykah Badu, just speaking to her, and it was like she said people think that I got this good coochie, right? Like she's like,
That's what she make the incense or something like that?
yeah,
or candles?
Yeah, it smells like, yeah. She said people think I got this thing, like I be getting these men and putting a spell on them. She said I don't even be liking to have sex like that. Like she's like, sex for her is a part of the relationship, but that's not a major. She's not a super sexual person, right?
I don't believe it.
I say, yo, that's sad to me because Joe, that Dallas video when she stripped down walking through Dallas, the route where Kennedy got shot.
Was that?
I will forever
that was
honor her for
window
that
seat,
video,
right?
Joe.
Window seat video.
No, that was a window seat.
Was
That was when she
window
got
seat?
naked.
A window
That was
seat
window
video.
seat?
Yeah.
Did
Was
she
she-
walking down the street naked?
She
I
got
thought it was.
naked. She started.
I thought it was something else. I don't think it was window seat.
She on the bus? She's on the bus though.
It's window seat. She was on the bus.
She's on the bus on Kennedy's route.
Right.
We have to pull it up and check it out later
Dave
just to
don't know
confirm
his
it.
music.
But yo,
No.
I will
I remember
forever.
the video.
I'll forever honor her for that, yo.
She did a good job.
She looks so good, yo. Like, jeez.
Anyway, of course, we talked about. Well, I'm gonna come back to this. Of course, some sad news. Everybody was talking about Black Twitter's going crazy over the passing of Natalie Reed. Of course, y'all know who that is.
Yes.
Natalie Reed. Oh, that's a picture of her. She, I've known her from Baps. She was really good in Baps. I known her from Eve, the sitcom. Mm-hmm. What else? Tyler Perry play with.
Now,
movie
do
with-
you remember her from How to Be a Player?
I remember her. She was what you call it, sister.
Who?
Yes,
She was
Bellamy's
Bill Bellamy's
sister.
sister. But the big story about this, why is it so big now? Because she died of colon cancer. So that right now is bringing awareness to colon cancer. People aren't getting checked when they should. And colon cancer is probably one of the leading deaths for definitely African
But
Americans.
no, colon cancer is more for a man. That's well,
No,
You're
women
thinking
are-
of prostate cancer.
okay.
Yeah. But you know what? I think this is my problem. See, it's like every time somebody want to talk about a cause, their cause becomes the number 1 or 2 leading cause of death.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, we can't keep switching it. Like the statistics say,
Well, right now, of course, COVID is the number.
it's like number
cause.
3. They said.
No,
COVID is not
one.
number one.
COVID
is not number
No,
one.
it's number 3.
I thought COVID was the number one.
No, we make
but I don't
it.
even
We
know if
make
it's
it
number-
sound out
Yeah,
to be
and I don't
number
even know
one.
if it's number
I don't
3.
even. I don't even think it's number 3.
It can't
when
be,
you, We're less than 300,000 deaths, over 14 million with the virus.
Exactly.
Come on now.
That's what I'm saying.
We have more
We
people
need to
die
pull
from
some statistics
cancer.
up.
We need to
Steve,
do that.
you got a computer with you? Pull
Yeah,
some
I got a
stats,
computer.
pull some stats up, man. Like leading cause of death amongst black people, man. Just pull that up real quick. But I think it's heart attack and stroke. And the crazy part is that HIV used to be up there, but now HIV's not up there no more. Like HIV's down. Like people not dying from HIV no more.
No,
Yeah.
they dying from pneumonia, which they saying is COVID.
Not funny.
That's wild. I mean,
Well,
it's like
the HIV medicine is actually people from my understanding, the people who take HIV medicine is probably helping them with the COVID because it's boosting up their immune system. Like if
No,
they got
absolutely.
it, so they. I mean, I don't know that
that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying,
I'm
I was
saying.
thinking.
People are not dying from that. That used to be a leading cause, not a leading cause anymore. Cancer got to be up there though, in general,
Right.
Because there's so many forms of it, right? Brain, skin.
Well, from after her death, people did, and you could say because of her death brought attention to it. But it's saying colon cancer is the sneak up leading death. That's what, I don't know what they mean by that.
Okay, because it can happen so suddenly, right?
Right. Most people get colon cancer if you don't get it. If you don't catch it in like in stage
The very
2,
early stages, right?
But like stage 3, it probably go away, but it'll come back. But stage 4,
You can't do nothing about it, right?
Well, you gotta think that's your intestines, right? You gotta think how large your intestines have expanded
And your
throughout
gut,
the
like you
years.
said, your gut goes throughout your whole body. That's what I said.
Yes.
Gut health is so important because everything is connected to that.
Yes, and
Oh, yeah.
you
Hey,
gotta,
I'm sorry to cut y'all, but just looking what y'all did, the number one cause is still a heart attack.
oh wow.
Okay.
For black men or black people in general.
period.
I just did it for America. I'm sorry. I just
Yeah,
don't-
we ain't talking about black people. They ain't
And-
talking
and
about
then
COVID. They
number-
talking about
no.
black people.
And then number two is cancer.
Okay.
See,
Heart attack, heart disease.
And when is
cancer.
COVID coming in? COVID
Number 3 is accident. Like,
accidents.
Okay.
Yeah, you still got people dying from accidents.
Yeah. Then you got number 4 is chronic lower respiratory disease.
Now, Steve, you said that's just America in general. So when you get to black people, I think then the heart attack is the woman and the stroke is the number one for the black man.
Yes.
You know, when you split the categories up.
Stroke. Number 5 is the stroke.
Okay. See, strokes are up there. That's what I'm saying, man.
And number-
That's back. I think that's back to gut health and stress management.
And stress management as well as our eating habits. You know,
Well, gut health.
all of it, everything besides those accidents are all because of our health, our eating habits.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got
So the TV land, if y'all out there looking, we all here are detoxing. We've been doing good for like last week. We were really water. So if y'all
I gotta
notice,
get
we're
it. I
not
gotta get a
drinking.
juicer. Yeah.
We're not drinking. We're juicing. I only juice like maybe 3. I still juice every day. I do a drink.
But
do
we
juicing,
specifically our
but I
target
do
is,
chicken.
you know, thanks to Dave, our target is to
Do it for
mucus cleanse.
right.
To try to get mucus, at least reduce it. Even if
Yes,
you don't get it all out your body.
Definitely, you should do it at least twice a year. And this is a great time to do it because you're ending your year right after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
right? Because most people don't really eat big during Christmas, right?
Right.
They have an okay meal, but you're not
Thanksgiving,
going out
like
you know,
Thanksgiving.
like
Thanksgiving, I went
Thanksgiving, like
out.
Thanksgiving.
Intentionally eating, right?
Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
I went
Thanksgiving,
out.
you like, man, I just can't wait till 6 o'clock.
Okay.
What time that food gonna be ready?
My mama
Christmas,
called
like,
me at 4
hey,
o'clock.
whatever.
I was there.
Yeah,
I
true.
guess unless you're a part of my white family, they cook on Christmas like it's Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Some people do. I mean,
Some people do, but the majority of people actually, it's Thanksgiving is their bigger day.
it is bigger day, but but people still eat on both of them. I mean, they kind of eat
but we-
more pies
but
and
the day-
cakes.
but
And then
we
even
doing
on New
something
Year's, a
different
week
this year,
later,
though,
people
'cause it's
still
just
cook
gonna
for
be-
dinner.
It's just gonna be me and my immediate family. So my kids and my wife be
Hey.
home. So we're gonna do like a seafood.
But I'm gonna
type
tell
thing.
you, man, just the way all these
Save me a
celebrities,
plate.
the way all these celebrities get behind, rocking the vote, get out the vote, and, man, we need to be having campaigns that are like that about eating better,
Eating better.
living a healthier life.
Shout out to Maya. Maya, check her out on
vegan.
on.
She's a vegan, right?
Yeah, she's a vegan. Check her out on Instagram, Maya Planet 9,
She
I
looks
think it
good.
is.
Hey, true.
And she actually has a you just follow her. She has a bunch of cleanses. She's telling you, things that you could eat that are a healthy lifestyle, and a lot of things there are a lot of things that are gap fillers of when you transitioning. So it's not like seeing you eating your pork chops a day and then tomorrow you gotta go transition and eat a salad sandwich. It's
yeah.
like they have things that you could put in place to
Transition meals, in a sense.
Yeah,
like
transition
a
meals.
transitional diet.
Yes. So like you could maybe use tofu and dress it up with things that you would put on your pork chop, things like that. So you can, things like that are actually things that kind of like you get you in the mindset and saying, oh, this is not that bad. But once you, because 9 times out of 10, if they just told you it was a pork chop and you thought it was a pork chop, you wouldn't know it until they tell you afterwards. And it's like, oh wow.
Yeah. Well, that's true. When it's prepared right, that's true. I haven't done a lot of the tofu, but
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, tofu is actually I tasted
I don't
for the
like
first
tofu.
this
It tastes
year,
really rubbery.
and I thought it was good, man. I mean, it tastes just like
it's-
regular food, man.
But I
get it.
love
prepared.
like plant based meats though. I've never had like plant based burgers. They seem to be taste pretty good to me.
Yeah, so like Burger King actually serves
their Impossible Burger.
Impossible
is amazing.
Burger.
Hold up, but Ronnie, didn't you have one of them
Impossible Burgers.
tore your stomach up?
Well, I mean, I had a Burger King regular burger that tore my stomach up. It was just.
I mean,
it's a different thing. But
those things. We look at.
Actually, that was just an excuse.
We
I
look
didn't
at
want to
the
come
waste.
to your event. I'm sorry. You got.
We look at the waste that comes out of us as being a bad thing when that's a great thing. We should have all that waste come out of us.
Well, I admit, Dave, since you had me juicing, well, I don't really should talk about this, but
You
I've
should.
never used the laboratory that much as I've done this past week. Like,
Okay.
really.
No, I mean I'm regular, but I haven't. But I'm thinking about doing
See, I'm not as regular as I
some
should
kind of a tea or something like that will really like push, like really clean my colon out.
yeah. So
because
what you could do? You could
I'm
do a
addicted.
colon
Like
cleanse.
I'm addicted to sugar right now, man, and it's crazy because even when I don't give it to myself, even if I'm not like my body, I start feeling anxiety mentally before my body starts acting out. And I'm like, that's crazy that the thought of the fact that I haven't had sugar and I'm purposely not letting myself have it for like 2 days, that there's an anxiety about you about to be sick.
I'm
Yeah,
that-
so
I'm
actually-
that way
actually-
with masturbation. So I agree with. No, I'm just playing.
Actually, the same thing that they tell you, like when if y'all watch that video I sent you guys, he tells you, he's like you're gonna go through withdrawals, you're gonna have headaches, you're gonna have things that go through,
Feel sick, weak,
you're
and all
gonna
that.
feel sick and everything like that because your body's going through withdrawal, and that means that it's flushing out your system,
Yeah.
and that's the thing.
Right.
And then I break down and go get a Snickers. I ain't gonna front.
Well, I noticed now.
After 3 days, it's
I'll have I'm my thing is I'm a candy freak.
yeah,
you know
exactly
what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, you love candy.
I'm not, like cakes and cookies and all that. I'm more of a candy thing, and Jolly Ranchers is my thing. Jolly Ranchers or some Now or Laters. You know what I'm saying?
You kill a whole pack right there.
Yeah, I kill a whole pack,
Yeah,
right?
and I'm that way with gumdrops. I don't know why.
But so I'll eat that
One
stuff,
slice.
but I know it's not good for me. But then I like something will piss me off, and I gotta go eat it again. You know what I'm saying?
Just to feel like to get yourself in a
yeah,
calm state, yo.
Yeah, so like I have a bad
Which is-
phone conversation or something.
And to the audience, the reason why we even sharing this is because we're just trying to highlight the fact of how your food is almost like medicine. It's like a
It
drug.
is your medicine.
And so you can get addicted to it, and it can actually have effects on you. It can calm you down, or it could hype you up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like different stuff. Like I be nervous about drinking a Starbucks coffee, and I actually stay awake. Like that junk works. Like man, that's crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? You
Was
get the espresso in it, and you up.
But you know what I did?
I've
do?
never drank coffee. Period. Let alone Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, none
Never.
of all. Like
I
I got
started drinking
I got
cold coffee. I like
deterred
coffee cold.
at a
Can't
very
drink it
young
hot.
age. I think I was probably like 2 or 3. My grandmother, she, still to this day, she's 92 years old. She drinks her coffee black.
Ugh.
Really?
Yeah.
You drunk
Yeah.
some of it.
Yeah, I know.
No, just the smell of her coffee
Yeah.
made me not want to even.
I know
taste
a guy
it.
who did that too. I don't get it how you could drink it black. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't get it. But so what I did do, thanks to you, Dave, like now I make sure I have my water intake. So I buy a jug of water. Every week I buy 7 jugs of water. And I carry that jug around with me. Like it's in my car now. I meant to bring it in here. But that's how I know I'm getting my water intake. And so I try to make sure I
A
finish.
gallon a day, right?
I try to make if I don't finish it, I finish it the next morning and then I start over.
I did that
Whatever,
for 2
but-
days, for 2 weeks, man, one time. And I was proud of myself. But when I tell you that I got sick of water, like
I'm sick of it now. But
I mean, I
I'm gonna do it.
couldn't take drinking more water because it's like a gallon a day. Like, and after 5 days, you taking another gallon in, and my body was just like, nah, man.
Yeah,
Well,
you
and that's
can't.
another thing. So like,
I should cut it in half at some point.
No, but see, the problem is this, and I'm guilty of it too because I've done that. Right, we go back to our bad habits.
Because
It's a comfort zone.
you
Right.
went so far though.
What they was doing
And
that.
I feel like I should have cut it in half, so I let myself drink a half a gallon, and then you're good. Because I did for like almost 14 days, a gallon a day, and it was like, yo, I was sick of water.
No,
But
no,
I would
normally
say, I
I-
would say that though when I started because we started this last Tuesday. I want to say I weighed myself and I'm not gonna say my weight, but I am down 7 pounds since last week. So
Yeah, mine fluctuates. I'll be like down 4, back up 4. It's It's crazy.
But the key to it is you got to take a laxative every 5 days.
What'd you say, Arnold?
Somebody said that's cap.
Somebody said it's cat.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that's a bad thing. That means you're lying.
Oh, tell Tamika to go to sleep.
That's the other one.
Oh, anyway, shout out
The third, right? That's the third talking.
I'm not giving out whose names and saying it, but they know you're lying.
But anyway, our prayers go out to the family of Natalie Reed. You definitely would be missed. She was, just one of those people you thought would always be around. It's kind of sad, even though she wasn't as huge of an actress like in the business, but she definitely was a known face. So it's kind of sad.
Definitely.
It was kind of sad.
Yeah,
she
did a lot of shows though. She had a lot.
She died
like,
today or yesterday.
She was the bomb on the Eve show.
Huh?
On the Eve show, she was the bomb.
She was, and she was a cute, thick old thing. Anyway, your boy get into politics before because I want to show some videos that's pretty funny, and Dave got one too. But of course, I know. Of course, Georgia state election is the main focus right now. Your man,
they confirmed Georgia did confirm.
George confirmed
the election.
that the election the Biden won.
Right.
Trump's still fighting. Now he's calling all these people to try to. Now at this point, he's trying to overthrow the election. He's trying to like get them to just like pretty much before because I think they do the electoral. They do the electoral count when December the 21st. Is that right? On
December the 14th.
14th. And so after that, once the electoral count, is nothing else he can do at this point. So he's still trying to get people to overturn it. And it's like, it's like
he is.
It is crazy. And then of course,
so what he doing?
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Arnold. Go ahead, Arnold.
Well, what he's doing is, and he can't, like, he going to Governor Kemp, who's in Georgia, and he tried to force him to have a special assembly so that they can issue delegates to support him, which I thought was wrong. And Kemp said, "I'm not doing that. That's just illegal." And Trump calling him out, making him out to be a bad guy. So it's like he also what he doing is in Pennsylvania is what he did in Pennsylvania. They went to the Supreme Court today,
right?
And the Supreme Court shot it down. They was like, "We ain't doing that." So and Trump was like, "You laid out and pushed for you to be, put you in the Supreme Court just for this reason, and you turned me down."
That's the thing. Speaking of Trump, I want everybody to know I'm not a Trump supporter, but I did get this text message from Trump.
What's the text?
It says, "We're desperate. If every Trump supporter gives $35 before Trump's Georgia rally tonight, we win. If not, we lose 5 times matching." And this was on Saturday.
Listen. So they said Trump has raised 207 or 270 million. It's 207 million since the election.
Yes.
And
so
he raising it under the guise of that they're going to fight the case and they're going to get Trump back in office.
Yes.
So people are still sending this much money to this dude.
Yes.
But they said the small print on all of the websites and stuff.
They can use the money for anything they choose.
They only have to use 25% towards fighting illegal battles. 75% they could use discretionary. It's discretionary.
Speaking of which, buy our merch. Part of the proceeds.
Which I think is just crazy though.
Yeah.
That 200 million.
He is, to me, he's gonna go in
200 million.
He is gonna make the history books, though. What do y'all think? He's gonna make.
He made the history books before he
but it's not
became
gonna
president.
It's not gonna be a good thing. It's gonna be more of a.
He's gonna make the history books. Period.
It's gonna be.
That?
I mean, because there's some presidents like. Do you know about? Do you know every president?
No, I don't know all 40.
All 40. You know what I'm saying? But and there's certain presidents George Washington because he was the first. You know Abraham Lincoln because he freed
Thomas
the slave.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson because he's on the money.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
See, I don't know Lyndon. Me and Lyndon ain't cool. I don't know him that well.
You know Gerald Ford.
I know Gerald Ford only because
Eddie Murphy in the movie Beverly Hills Cop.
And like you know Barack Obama because he was the first black president. You know John F. Kennedy.
You know
the youngest, because of Jackie
Jimmy
O.
Carter, Ronald Reagan.
You know Ronald
Bush,
Reagan, of course.
So why are we talking about these European presidents?
Huh?
Why are we talking about these European presidents?
I'm saying that Donald Trump is going to go in history, but not in a good way.
He's going to be the worst president in American history.
But his family is always going to lie and say, "Oh, It's always gonna be a mystery.
I mean, but people will know the
it's
truth,
through
though.
what lens are you looking?
Yeah, if you're diluted and distorted, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he won, but they cheated and stole it from him. But
No, but even without that, you got to look at what lens are you looking through. Because a lot of people actually love. You got to think.
Dave, don't read the comments. Dave, don't read the
over
comments.
70 million people still voted for this guy. So you got to think about it.
no, but that don't make him have won. He don't cheated him out of the.
No. What I'm saying is, we're not saying 70 million people are not going to vote for you if you're a bad president. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
In some
yes,
people's
they are.
eye,
No, that's not true.
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
70 million people.
That's
That's
not
not
true.
true.
The same
Okay,
way.
that's
not-
The same way.
They
Go
voted
ahead,
because
Arnold.
because he is a terrible president, and they still voted for him.
Exactly.
They voted that, so you can't say he wasn't a bad president. He
What I'm
could've-
saying is this: that's through your lens. You can't speak
No,
through those
But-
people's lenses.
But no,
No, it's about the job that needs to be done.
No. It's about one thing about it is like most people. I'm just gonna even just say like most people, they like to say Barack Obama was a terrible president.
I've never heard
But
that.
you
No,
can't-
a lot of people do.
No.
See, that's the thing.
Look,
It's
but Dave-
about what you look at. A
No,
lot
but
of
Dave,
people
but
like
you-
to say Barack Obama was a terrible
I've
president.
never heard that.
Okay, so
Dave,
It's through your lens.
okay.
But
No,
look at the
I mean,
fact. Let me say this.
technically, yes, you're right. It's through your lens, but I'm saying that. But the premise you made about the 70 million people voting for you because doesn't mean that you can't be a
You're
bad
not
president. That's not true. Because
Hey.
again, we know that the base of that 70 million people, the base, which I'm going to call about, I'm going to say, which is probably 45 million people, are delusional, distorted. Like
Right.
they in a whole nother world, and then their racism, right? So they
Right.
heavy racism. The other people are more
Party people, they for a party line.
yeah, exactly. A lot of them have these. They have agendas, and so they toe the line because this is more in line with my agenda. So that they build their alliance off of our goals are common. Even though
Right.
morally I don't really mess with you, and a lot more people who voted Democrat would have voted with them if he wasn't so off. Like
Well, that's the moral standpoint.
No,
what I'm-
no,
what-
you need
what-
to rephrase what you said, Pastor. A lot of more Democrats would have voted for him if he wasn't a bad president. That's what you want to say.
well, not Democrats. I think a lot of people.
I mean, a
who
lot of
voted
other
for
people would have
Biden,
voted for who voted for Biden.
No,
would have voted for
There
him
were
if he wasn't
Republicans.
such a bad.
There were Republicans who were Republicans against Trump, right?
Oh, yeah, there's
like,
tons
there
of
was like people who had really said we're not going to let him get back in office, so they recruited other Republicans. Like I said, if he wasn't so bad, if he was just a little bit more orderly, more Republicans would have voted for him, and he might have won.
If Trump would have came out every day during COVID and said, "Wear a mask and do this,"
Yes.
oh, people wear masks.
Yes, he would have still
would've
won.
He'd have won this
Which
election.
again, I don't think that speaks that he wasn't a bad president. I think that speaks to America is more racist than we like to admit.
Definitely.
And we also don't understand as black people living in like Chocolate City or big suburban cities how, like you said, we're kind of in the margins. Like the majority of the country is very racist, biased, or bigoted,
Yes.
at least. And that's a hard reality to accept because we like to think our world or our country changed, but it ain't changed that much.
It hasn't
Right.
changed. You leave out. Put it this way: you go past Richmond, Virginia,
Right.
is a whole different world. You go over
Yep.
the Bay Bridge in Maryland, is a whole different world. You go
Anywhere in the middle of the
past
country.
Frederick, Maryland, is a whole different world
Yes.
than it is right here in
Exactly. The police are different.
Right.
The mores are different, which is basically like here you can see two guys or two women holding hands and walking down the street. It don't even look odd no more because we've been seeing it since like the 90s. It started back then, right?
Right.
But that don't look odd. But you can't just go do that, like you said, outside of these borders.
Not in Waldorf.
People be looking at you like,
I'm joking.
Yeah, think about it. You can't go to West Virginia and do that.
and you can do it, but
Unless
it's
you're
going
with your cousin. It's like, no. Hey, yo, shout out to Shanika listening. One of our favorites. She said, I love Dave's disclaimer, but I'm still confused as to why he gets the Trump's text.
I don't understand why. Because I'm an independent voter. Actually, that's why.
How did Trump get your number, though, dog?
No, if you're a registered voter, they get your number.
I'm a registered voter.
Are you
Trump ain't
independent
texting
or
me.
are you Democrat?
I'm Democrat.
Oh, thank you. I'm independent.
It sounds suspect to me, but
I know, a little fishy.
I've always been independent. I've never been a Democrat.
Dave in the $70 million for Trump.
I tell you not.
She also agreed with your statement on it shows how the racism here in the U.S. She said sad facts.
So, exactly. And you know what was crazy is that, man, I'm a little upset because I ain't gonna lie. I really was feeling like some kind of way when Obama got elected in 2008. Like, I kind of teared up a little bit. I didn't cry. But you know what I'm saying? Like, my eye, something was in my eye.
Shut up, nigga.
But look,
I cried, so what?
but I felt the emotion. And it wasn't because of him. It was because I actually, for a second,
thought America was changing.
We were making some progress, right? But it's like, yo, it was really just like an inch.
But you know what? People laugh. I might get in trouble for my statement, but Barack showed you that he was still a black man because when he tried to do shit, they said, "Sit your black ass."
But the thing about it is, right, and being that he was a black man,
so that was an inch of progress.
He had to use Biden to get a lot of stuff he needed to get done.
That was a shut up, niggas. That's what it was.
Merry Christmas.
You could definitely look at it like that.
Merry Christmas.
Because the other thing is like, again, look at the progress. Barack and Kamala both mixed. So it's like y'all still can't bring yourself to do a Jesse Jackson.
Oh, what's my girl that lost?
Shit, they couldn't even give Herman Cain. Rest in peace, Herman Cain. They couldn't even give Herman Cain a shot.
Your poor girl, what's her name? She really should have had Kamala's job.
You can't be full bred.
Well, just think about it.
But her hair
think about it.
It was the natural.
They had one that it was grooming to go against Barack, Michael Steele.
Oh yeah,
right.
And he messed up.
And no, everybody done messed up. No, they know how to cover up.
No, when I say he messed up, I'm saying Michael Steele started using common sense and trying to be practical and be balanced, right?
Yes.
He's like, I'm still with Republican, but they say, no, my nigga, you got to toe the line.
Yes.
You got to say something. Sometimes you got to say the most erratic, backwards stuff to prove you are really with us.
Yes.
Right. That's what they got Michael Steele put out.
Because it was putting him up against Barack.
Mic is kind of, what are you trying to say, Arnold?
Oh, yeah, I can't. Well, I was just saying, if y'all can hear me. Michael Steele, seemed to me, he's starting to be more Democratic than he was.
Now he is, of course. Yeah, now he is, of course.
Because they alienate his ass.
Yeah, because when he didn't show them, when it came time for him to prove his loyalty to them and say the most backwards, retarded stuff, he couldn't bring himself to do it. And that, I think you should have a conscience. You should have a conscience either way, Democrat or Republican. But don't let people just pull you.
But the same thing happened to John McCain too. When he finally switched over, I'm not gonna say he wasn't Republican, but he became a little more accepting.
I think
John McCain, rest in peace of John McCain, but his state is still don't celebrate MLK Day.
Right. Wow. That's what I'm saying. So John McCain
and he had the power of that.
Exactly. And he did things to prove to them that he was down with them, but at the end of his life as older, he went out ultimately saying, but there are some lines. He had boundaries.
Well, see, the thing about it is,
I'm going to be racist light.
Yeah, well, not even that. Not even that.
I like that.
What it is more or less, a lot of Republicans don't like Trump.
Right.
Because they know he's not a real diehard Republican.
But no, he was still on diet racism. It was racist.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying.
It was diet, right? Because even when he was running against Obama, remember that lady tried to go on Obama and say he's a terrorist. He's this, and he's like, ma'am, hold on, ma'am. Listen, ma'am. I know that we have a different set of opinions and everything with Obama and everything. He was like, but he's a decent man. Like, we're not gonna make political. We could battle politically, but he's like, we can't gonna turn it into a personal, and that's why they tried to get rid of. They didn't like John McCain, but he was so deep in their party, they couldn't get rid of him because he was so deep.
He was 40 years deep.
But my thing is, I appreciate that he had political differences. He felt differently politically, but he didn't. He didn't take it to the racist imp. That you know what I'm saying?
And because he was more like what they were saying about Tip O'Neill. Remember y'all heard about Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How they disagree. But what they did is, back then they worked together for the common good of the country. Right. And the problem when Newt Gingrich became the House Speaker, he changed the program. It was all about party.
Yeah, no, he started that when making people be this diehard loyalist to the party, so that you even violate your own consciousness, right? You know what we doing now ain't even right.
Yeah,
right.
Then what they did, they two-faced it. It always was trying to destroy the other party.
Right.
Yeah, Newt Gingrich, he started it, man. And look, it's funny because he don't get the credit for that.
No, he don't.
But he created the idea of a Trump. because he showed Trump.
Yes, he showed Trump the way.
Wow.
Trump
Yep.
how,
He
showed
taught
Trump
all of
how-
them, Mitch McConnell, all of them, even though Mitch older than him, but he
No, what I'm
showed
saying
them what
is-
could be done.
Yeah,
He showed them how to control a party.
And
I
but
just want, once Trump get out of office, I want him to actually say what he meant by "Make America Great Again." I just want to know exactly what he meant by that. Did he mean Jim Crow law? Did he mean slavery? I want to know exactly what he meant by that. Anyway, we're gonna go to a quick break. We come right back. We got a couple of videos we want to discuss, and just want your opinion on a couple of these videos.
For sure.
And, definitely gonna have a good time. Give us a call at 20. Oh, we don't have no phone. I'm sorry.
yes, we do.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
just don't. We just ain't got
It
connected
can't
to
take
nobody.
it. Never
Yeah.
mind. Anyway, be right back. 2 and
This is
2.
up on Facebook.
Yo, welcome back to Open Bar.
Salud.
Salud. Welcome back. Yo, we was talking during the commercial break.
Let's go to your video.
Huh? Well,
Okay.
we'll do it later. But I'm just saying, I thought y'all want
Go
to
ahead.
cover
We
that.
good.
No, I'm just saying, we talking about doing the commercial. Huh?
Go ahead. Talk about it.
During the commercial break, I was just saying, and I really didn't want to put my business out there.
No,
but
we said that
I personally don't
it wouldn't
see
be
marriage.
it wouldn't be
a
horrible thing.
If I never got married.
Right.
If I'm just the side person for the rest of my life, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Don't sugarcoat it.
No, but I mean, no, but that's
the way you
but
sugarcoat
that's the
it.
easy way to say it. I'll say this too. I'll be honest with you. I think I could get married again. I think I would like to, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's right though. But I feel like to be able to find that right to make that connection right. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already accepted that might not happen. Like I know that's a possibility. You might not find that person, right? But to actually walk in, like you said, what people want to walk in. So I think people's mentalities are adjusting to like, I'm good if I don't get married.
I'm good, yeah.
A majority of people are like that, men and women. But
More and more.
the problem comes when the younger generation they're not that they want to get married.
Okay, so look.
But they want to get married without the what we like to call we're probably one of the last generations, right? That's gonna get married in the traditional sense.
Exactly, and that's what I was gonna say. I think part of the difficulty of us having the conversation is that people we've been taught that marriage is the only right way.
Yeah.
Yes,
and I think that idea is dying. That marriage, in the way it was traditionally deployed, and the idea that being with one person for the rest of your life, right?
I've always brought that up. I always say, are we put on this earth to love just one person?
But I agree. But I'm just saying, I just think personally.
No, we're not.
Like,
we have more than one family member. How we only put on this
I'm talking about, but
earth
that's a different
to love
level.
one person?
But I just know personally for myself, I get bored really quick. I have really, I like
short
attention span, and I swear to God, I try to focus, but I can't. I just get so bored, and I'm like, okay, you're here again.
And so Ron, are you the kind of person that would be like, yo, like when we're good, but if I start getting irritated with you, you're going to
I don't need to see you for a while.
Act out a little
and
bit.
then you get mad because people like you in a relationship, you get irritated. I'll be like, can you please just go for like, I just need you to go for like a week, and then we're good. But people get upset. They think that you get. You know
what?
Then, like only person, like even with my child, she's probably listening. Shout out to my baby girl.
Right.
She irritates me too.
Sure.
And so I love her. She can stay with me forever.
but give me a
I
break
cannot
sometime,
push
right?
her away because she's my child.
Yes,
but if
you
I
do.
could,
you do push her away.
no, I don't. But if I could, I would. I'll be like,
absolutely.
baby, I'll see you in a week or so.
But it's different because you can't get someone of a break because she's not demanding what a partner would demand, right?
And most partners don't realize just because you say you need a break don't mean you want to break up. You just don't just want to see you, and you want to sleep with other people during that breakup.
Well, the thing about it is, you got to remember something. The show Sex and the City, right? Mm-hmm. They had a great relationship for the simple fact of it is he was not always available. He was not always around, and he had his own life. She had her own life. Right,
But
they worked out whenever they wanted to. They spent time with each other, but then they had their own separate places as well.
I agree, but I think
Arnold,
also
what are you trying to say? Keep going. Go ahead with Arnold.
What I'm saying is they end up getting married. I got a little.
Okay, well,
listen. Here's what I'm saying. That I try to explain this, to a woman I'm seeing, right? Like I would be like, listen, it's good for me to miss you. It's good to have some time away. Like you said, I don't know how that's going to be. Like I think I did good in my marriage when I was married. Mm-hmm. Like going home every night I didn't feel like dreaded. Like, there was.
You ain't go sit in the car for a half hour.
Yeah, I was on married for 5 years, so I don't think I got to that stage yet. You know what I'm saying? So I probably would have got to that stage, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like for what it was worth, the marriage was good, right? It didn't work, but it was good, right? But when I look at it from a distance now, and I look at the concept of marriage, I've wrote about this extensively about marriage. I don't know how that would play out now in 2020, right?
Right.
Being with somebody every single day, this anniversary, birthday. It's like you got to celebrate everything with this person. You got to be with this person all the time. And it's kind of like, I don't know why people don't understand the beauty of the break.
Arnold,
Like,
you got something to say?
Arnold, what are you saying, Arnold?
You all are wrong. Simple as that. It's nothing wrong. For majority of life, marriage do work.
we didn't say
Nobody
marriage
said
We
it
don't
didn't
work.
say
work.
it didn't work.
I'm
It doesn't
saying-
work for everybody.
I've just come to the conclusion.
What I'm saying is, you can't just. What I'm saying is, marriage is a good thing. You can't just.
Nobody
knock
said
it
didn't
it
say
wasn't.
it's not a good
Nobody
thing.
said. I'm just saying, in this
out.
day and age,
What I'm saying is, when feelings get involved, you can get tired of being that side dude. And we keep talking about.
see, you focusing on the side part. That's not the point. That was just one.
That's one
one
small
more small
aspect,
answer.
yeah.
What I'm saying is, I don't need to spend Thanksgiving with you. I don't need to spend
Christmas,
Christmas
and
with you.
birthday,
and birthday. It's
and
fine.
anniversary.
I might want to go to
And-
Vegas.
And,
I
and
might
first of all, he didn't say he was only a side dude to one. He could be a side dude to many.
But we're gonna talk about that in the, one of the videos we're gonna show. You got what you bring to the table to be the side dude.
Hey, I tell you this.
All right, well,
I remember being boyfriend number 2, and it wasn't a bad spot.
It's not a bad spot.
It wasn't a bad spot. It just wasn't a bad spot.
It's
And
nothing
dudes try to
like-
act like they can't. I mean,
you can't handle it. You're stupid.
I think that, you know what, there might be a certain girl, a certain guy that really gets you, and you can't take them. But I think it's all in your head, though, right? It's in your head,
First
right?
of all, like take it this way. Superhead,
Yeah.
Corinne Steffens. She said, and I know you guys read her book. I haven't
Twice.
read it. All right,
I read
but
it
she
in 8
but
hours
she said
on the way to Florida.
You better preach on.
but she said that like Lil Wayne is special to her, even though she's been married. She's like, this dude can come back to her
Anytime.
whenever he chooses to.
He always gonna have that
Yeah.
spot. That's when somebody touch you in a certain way, and I'm like, I get that too.
Yeah.
But like you said, I remember being boyfriend number 2. This is back probably, man. I was going down to CIAA every year.
Mm-hmm.
I was going down there partying every year. And I just remember I was messing with this girl, and I was like, yo, and she was saying other people. I was like, but I was cool with that, because if I need to talk to her, I could talk to her. If I need to access her, I could access her. But it wasn't all up on her. It wasn't, and I was cool. I was going about my business. And it wasn't that I wasn't all pumped up on being able to have all these other women, because it wasn't about other women.
Nah.
It was just the fact that it was no force. It was no demand or have to.
Exactly.
It was just that, yo, if I call you, I need you, we come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I admit right now I'm probably in about 3 entanglements, and I'm cool with that. And I understand. I may not hear from you.
And it works
I might
in
not
time,
hear
right?
from you in a month. I might not hear from you. But when I hear from you, we have fun, and you pay for the food. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Eventually, you guys, you're gonna end up when you call and she can be like, I'm busy.
Okay.
Sometimes you are gonna
And
be
you
busy.
do that.
Like,
And
I'm gonna be
then
busy sometimes.
Your feelings are hurt. That's why you don't close your black book. You always have a plan B in this life.
Hey,
You know what I'm
my
saying?
uncle used to say it's a poor rabbit
that have
that don't have one
hole to crawl.
Don't have
in.
more than one.
My grandma said it's a poor rat that only have one hole to crawl in. She'll
My
tell you
uncle
that.
said rabbit. He was like, only got one hole to go into. Exactly.
But I mean, I do think I think marriage is great. And when I see successful marriages like my brother, I'm really proud.
You don't think it's great in a traditional sense?
I don't think the concept of marriage is a great concept. I think that the concept, so marriage, the concept of marriage, and
Shanika said, "Lost soul shaking." We love you, Shanika. Now I married Shanika. I'm just
look
kidding.
at this.
That's my girl.
The concept of marriage and the concept of traditional education, right? I parallel them together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's certain kids, their temperament and their mentality, how they're raised and stuff, it blossoms in the our education system, right?
Yes.
But that system don't work for a lot of kids.
Definitely.
It just doesn't work for a lot of kids.
No.
Like, other kids are doing better distance learning
yes.
than being in the school every day. Well, other kids who probably were doing good in the school system are probably not struggling with the distance thing.
I agree.
But you gotta understand.
So the same thing with marriage, the concept of marriage, there are some people, like our boy Steve, and shout out to you, Steve. I don't think it's a knock at you. I think certain people are going to thrive in the concept of marriage as it is. But I
Yes.
think it's wrong to say that it's for everybody.
Everybody,
Yes.
thank you.
That's the
and
point.
that's what I'm saying. People listen. I've never, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I have a problem with marriage. I think marriage. Maybe one day I might find
who it's
somebody.
for who
I
it's
might
for.
find somebody with a freak level of 20. She's like
But
mine, you know
but
what
it's
I'm
not even the freak level. It's
saying? For me. Sorry.
no. It's just about the responsibility that comes along with the marriage.
The attachments that come along with that. Exactly.
Yes,
I mean,
But look,
go ahead,
but
Arnold.
my point.
Our neighborhood
Ronnie
married man.
Ron said my point.
Go ahead.
Ron, my point. He said that he's not saying that he won't do it someday. That's what I'm saying. The right person come along, and Dave, you know, if the right person come along, you know what I'm saying?
I don't agree, Steve. I think see I think that language you're using, the one day the right person come
So
along,
cliche.
it's kind of language that they use to kind of like keep you feeling bad because you don't fit into that mold. And I'm saying I'm working right now trying not to make you feel bad because you're married. I'm like,
It's hard, my brother.
dope.
It is hard.
It's hard.
Help me, help you, nigga.
Nigga, help me.
I'm trying to help
I don't want to make you feel bad because I think it's dope.
you. know what?
If
And
you
that's
happy
why I love.
because you've been married for like 18 years, 19 years, 20 years.
20 years.
And I love my mother right now. My mother finally at this point, she always saying, "Oh, I can't wait until you." She don't say that no more. She understands.
She let it
My
go.
mother know I'm the happiest. I'm her happiest child.
Exactly.
I am.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't like when you say stuff
her
like
favorite,
one
too.
day you're gonna find somebody who's gonna make you feel that. I'm like, that's trying to make me feel guilty because maybe I don't fit in that mode.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody.
And all I want is the married people to say, "Yo, you're okay if you don't get married. You're okay."
I think I like to say this. Misery loves company.
The words expressed by Dave is not that of the open bar when it comes to marriage.
Dave,
Go ahead.
you need not to look at the comments.
That's cool. I'm cool. I don't look at them motherfuckers
Hey, yo,
anyway. It
they-
don't bother me either
They
way.
talking bad about me, and I never said I was against marriage. I'm just saying it's not for me.
No one's against it.
No,
We
it's
just
not
say
about being
stop-
Not for me today.
Stop trying to
Let's put it
force
that
it
way.
on everybody.
That's
Anyway,
right.
You guys, we gotta.
Let me ask you guys this. When did y'all come to that conclusion that y'all like? I
That
like the way.
well, no, we no,
10
you know
minutes
what?
ago when my side piece when I just dropped me off. It's like,
Hey, it's been a slow process for me. Like I said,
slow process.
no, meaning that because you're so programmed to look to get married, most of the women you interact with want to be married. So if you feel like maybe that ain't for me, you don't even know how to really digest or accept that because you feel wrong. The mentality is that you're wrong because and you must be up to something no good because you don't want to settle down and commit. So I'm not running from commitments. I commit to stuff all the time.
Yes.
And people also think that when you say that you want to be married, they think that you're saying that you're a whore. They're not
Exactly.
saying
Yeah,
you're
it's
sleeping
not
with
about-
everybody.
it's not about
You're
none of
not
that.
sleeping with everybody.
You ain't even trying to sleep with everybody.
You're
It's like-
probably not even having sex all the time. But I'm just saying, you're at the point where you don't have to worry
Yo,
about what time I'm coming home.
One day I'm gonna count up all of the daughters I turned down. Like I didn't mess with a lot of daughters because sometimes you know they were really vulnerable. So, you know what I'm saying? You knew they wasn't in a good space, and so you could take advantage of it. I ain't take advantage of it. Some of them belonged to other people. They was married. I didn't take that. I turned down a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And you get no credit for that because they think you want everybody. I'm like,
Yes.
Well, I
no.
think I made people mad because my views went down to one person. It's just me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, look, but look, funniest thing you said was earlier when you said, I'm trying to make you feel
Help me. Anyway, we got a quick video we want to show, kind of talking about the same thing that
Which
we're
one?
talking about. The
Which
video
one?
that you sent.
No, we can talk about that.
No,
We can talk
because
about
this is in the connection with this. So
that. Okay.
So
we can
the
talk
video
about
that
this one.
Dave sent. Let's play that video.
It's kind of long, so you might want
We'll cut it as far as one.
Listen.
honestly want a six-figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen. You ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know things. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so what?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
Self-esteem is low.
Okay. You're a 5.
I'm sorry.
Your dress size.
That's great.
Okay.
But
so
a 6 with makeup, you only went up 1 notch with makeup?
5. That's average.
Yeah, average.
Yes.
So average-looking women tend not to get high-earning men. They tend to get average men.
So
Did you? I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest.
It's just the core of it.
You're 35 years old.
It gets better.
And you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women. Off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
They've been together since he was.
I mean, my body is not average.
Struggling actor.
But you're, ma'am, you
Carbon
please don't
copy.
make me say it.
Girl, you can't
Say
be
what?
second.
He said.
I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Oh,
I'm taking it in, but
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay. Average looking women. Average looking woman who's older. Average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son. Average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I mean, I don't want to have to go there,
oh, you gonna cuss her out?
but when you put in all these other factors,
You got to watch.
why can't you just
It's
get a
12
man
minutes.
that's an average guy?
sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're
control.
gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men.
Where's
that
the
you
lie?
qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself, really
Yeah, where
thinking
is
you
the
deserve
lie?
more, is because you earn more. Because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina.
What y'all say?
Wait, save your point.
But if
Some
your
of
ass
you
worked at the
did.
post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average.
Ooh, Jesus.
That's
And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you.
He tried to be sincere.
See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 foot, 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people.
Did you see
You're an
the
average
photo?
person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay.
She actually want to cry right now.
But if I'm looking at you, if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same. I'm just.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm
Facts.
sorry.
No, you don't. You don't look the same
said
because if
you
you did,
fine
you wouldn't have
without
all that on.
That's the truth, Joe. There's no way you would put it on if you look the same.
So, what is your advice for women that
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy.
You niggas need therapy.
Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
you're being so mean?
I'm not being, don't tell me I'm being mean. Well, I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here. And I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you. And I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. Tired of y'all doing
Wow,
this
you can
shit.
turn it off.
I honestly want to.
Whoa.
Damn.
Wow. So
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So I guess he said he brought up several facts. He said an average woman.
Before we get into the details, let's start with how social media, how people, and let's go back to the collective emotionalism of people in general, that when somebody talks to you straight, and I wrote this in my book about why people lie and cheat and stuff. I said, people don't lie and cheat because they're just lies and lies, but people don't do good hearing the truth. I've been saying that for years back in the book, you know what I'm saying? People don't do well with you just speaking the direct, honest truth to them. It's hard to hear. And sometimes it's hard to say.
That's it.
And like I said, he was being nice saying it, but people are like maligning him like he was so rude to her. But his frustration grew. He didn't start off there.
No.
He was like, ma'am, I'm trying to be very nice to you. You seem like a sweet woman, but society's told you something that's not true. You're average. And because she really wouldn't get it, he said, well, then the truth is you're going to die alone if you keep that mentality. But he said nothing really wrong. Before we get into the details of what they were saying, that people just struggle to
With
just
the truth.
accept reality, yo.
But
And
also everything he did was really polite. He never said average till she said it. Like he repeated everything back that she said. He didn't like create these words.
Well, no, well, he did say average. He said you're average at best.
What's his definition, right? Yeah.
But she
Because
said she was a 5 or a
But
6.
yeah, she did
did
say
5 or
right.
6.
She did come
which
out
is
that first.
average.
Because he said rate yourself on 1 to 10. You can't use 7, and she said 5.
And
when I make myself up, I'm a 6.
yes, so that doesn't make you much better. Why you make yourself up if you only going one notch up?
Because 6 is average, 5 is below average.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah. D
And-
50% it was
I mean,
below average.
If you ever listen or watch this show or whatever, he tells you that Beyonce is an 8, Kelly Rowland's a 9. And-
That's wrong. That's totally bad.
I agree with that. I think
would.
Beyonce looks better than Kelly Rowland.
Of course she does.
I'm sorry.
No, you said what you said.
No, I mean,
you said what you said.
I think Kelly
Leave it right
Rowland looks better than Beyonce.
I
Right.
don't
Never.
think so.
Never in a million years.
Nah,
No, and she does.
Kelly
She
could
does,
never.
man.
Y'all
Kelly
gotta look
could
at
never.
Beyonce. I told y'all this years ago too. If you look at Beyonce closely, there's a little cock eye there.
Yes.
a little.
Not
bit.
only
But
that,
it's a
and too
sexy
much makeup.
cock eye. It's a
you
sexy
could
cock
see
eye, though.
And that makeup.
like Giselle, like
She looks very average. Her plain face, very average.
Yes.
Like Kelly with that dark melanin skin.
Yes.
With no makeup on, Kelly looks.
yes.
You don't touch
And
Beyonce.
I've worked with
You
Kelly as well, and she looks amazing.
Yo, you drunk at the bar.
See, you ain't worked for Beyonce yet because you ain't on that level. You on Kelly level. See,
I mean, that's fine though.
You average, bro.
you average. You an average worker. You gotta get. You don't want to accept the truth. He don't want to
Hey,
accept the truth.
I'm okay with being average, but you know what? I ain't got to worry about my looks.
How does it feel down there? It's like, no, I'm just playing. But
Hey, so let's talk about women being like what makes a woman average.
what makes a woman average? If she,
I guess we can say women or men. I guess, but I mean whatever. I'm
but
saying.
Women and males two different things.
It's true. No, it's different. So let's say women. What makes a woman average? First of all, I guess once a woman, I don't know who said this. They was like, yo, like they was like, you're prime.
He tells you. Okay, on his video,
he's like 30 and after. You're like in the. He didn't say. Somebody said this.
But he tells you. He says.
After 30, you're in the
no, he said from 27 to 35, you're in the danger zone.
Danger zone, right?
Right? After 35, you're in no man's land.
You're in no man's land.
Okay? So he's kind of telling, women, especially if you're looking to live a lifestyle. He asks women these specific questions. He asks them, how much do you expect a man to earn? What type of lifestyle you want to live? And what type of man you think makes this type of money, right? And 9 times out of 10, there are younger women that are calling. They're in their earlier 20s and some in their late 20s. So I'd say from anywhere from like 21 to like 27,
That's
right?
Your prime, right?
That's
your prime season to lock somebody in, get married, and have the whole thing. If you're gonna do it,
have the whole shebang.
27, he says you're in the danger zone, which is wildly true.
It is true.
Now I'm looking at today, based on how aggressive and how mature women are coming so fast, right? The 18-year-olds are coming, right? Mm-hmm. By the time you hit 36, Joe, men are like,
they don't want you.
What am I going to do with you?
One thing you got to understand, when you get, the older you are, especially as a woman, right? And if you've been through bad relationships, right? You come with so much baggage, right? We don't want to hear all that. Men, personally, we're not your psychiatrists. We don't have a listening ear for all that bullshit you got to put into it.
It's sad to say that everything that we guys are saying is the reason why women think that they need to be married before 30, and they do. They're so forced to get married.
They do.
If they're going to get married, they should do it. They should do it then. But
But what get me though, and I guess we are totally on different planets tonight.
Okay.
Because me, it seems like the women are getting better looking as the older they get because of they working.
No, I agree with you.
No,
I don't know about better looking.
Well,
I appreciate.
I didn't see women look
Pastor,
better.
you talked about this a while ago. You said that men are expecting more than just a pretty face now. You said that of one of your things.
No, absolutely.
And a woman past 30 who's in her career status, she's doing her thing, she got her own place.
And I think a man can appreciate
very attractive.
That. But here's what she's got to be impeccable. Like you said, when they get into that danger zone, right, from 27 to 35, they have to be working on their mental game. Their strength. Right. Because that's the thing that can make a man still marry you in that state, 35, 36, if your mental game is strong. Like you understand reality, you're very plugged in, you're sensitive to the particular man you're dealing with, like you respect how he flows or whatever, and you don't have a need to try to change him. Like when a woman is still trying to change a man in her 30s, a dude looks at that like toxic. It's like toxic because you're doing what a 20-year-old tries to do. They try to control dudes. 27, because guys give 25-year-olds and 26-year-olds a lot of leeway. So they feel like they have it's a deception where they think they're empowered, but they're really not. The dude is just like, yo, I'm gonna play along. Like I'm gonna let her have what she wants.
That's true.
But truth of the matter is, if you're trying to make somebody be the way you think they should be, that's a sign of immaturity. So the mental game has got to be very stellar when you get into the danger zone in no man's land. But I'm gonna tell you this, I will admit I'm attracted to a lot of 40-year-olds, man, because I find that they're smart enough at that point because they're accepting now that they're in no man's land. Mm-hmm. So they're humbled in a different way, but they're not. But they don't lose their dignity. You know what I'm saying? They still have their dignity. They're still pretty. They take care of themselves. So I appreciate that.
But see, that comes few and far in between.
This is true. It's
not the majority of 40
But they have to. But it's a humbling experience when you hit 41, 42, and you're doing the same thing you was doing from 35 to 42. You start. It humbles you a little bit, and that humbling is not. Again, it's not taking your dignity, but it is saying, yo, all that stuff that you had on your little checklist. cancel all of
Oh
that.
yeah, 95% of that checklist goes off. They want a warm body because it's getting cold outside. It's like 30 degrees outside
Yeah,
tonight.
when you 26, you be like, oh, he
And,
gotta have
and
a
you know
six
what?
pack.
And
Then
they
you can deal with a gut.
and those women appreciate a decent good man, because I feel like, you know, when I was 37, you know what I'm saying, when we was rocking a little, you know, about 7-8 years ago, still at CIW, different things, going away, traveling and stuff, and you meet a woman, she don't know how to really appreciate it. She think you really, like you said, she don't understand your value's going down while mine is going up.
Yes,
Ooh.
Yeah,
it is.
What you say, Arnold?
Prime example, it's the show come on Friday nights with Tommy from Steve Harvey. Y'all
Oh,
heard
yeah.
that show?
Ready
what's it
for
called?
Love, ain't there
Ready
something
for
like
Love.
that?
Ready for Love. Right.
I haven't seen
So
it,
I
but
never seen it, but I've heard of it.
okay.
y'all gotta watch this show because it's giving you facts what you guys are saying. It's this lady on there. She was a kind of thick lady. She probably was in her 40s, right?
Okay.
So you at 40 and you talking about you want a man to take care of you at 40.
I saw
You-
that commercial, and the dude
And you
cut her
got
up.
kids too. Talk about I shouldn't have to pay no bills.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
goodness.
"Oh, you're 40.
Yo, they don't understand.
And you got kids.
You don't
And
even
you
understand.
got kids.
And like the relationship guru was saying, that my man was saying,
Kevin Samuels.
yeah, like he was saying, yo, don't think because a dude is 45, 50 years old that he not pulling 28-year-olds, 30-year-olds.
25-year-old.
You still pulling them, yo?
19. Sorry.
Because
That's
this,
true.
This is the thing. Them young girls, they start getting school from the other women, either school from an older woman, or they start realizing very quickly that this dude treats me way better than this young dude. Young dude is rough with her. He reckless with her.
Want to fight me?
And he got to use her stuff, her money and her access.
Use her car.
This dude don't need nothing from me.
Yeah.
And he'll look out for me, and when like he got answers. When I have a question in my life, he has an answer. This is what
You
you
trying to
should
get flued out? That's what
Hey,
happens.
Arnold, before we go to the break, do we got any comments from the studio audience on that video?
Okay, we have Tina DeVoe.
Okay.
Shout out to her. Thanks for listening. She said, our values is going down while yours is going up.
Oh, wow.
Into this conversation too late and missed the context. So, yeah, you probably came in too late.
Oh, she.
As-
All right. Well, thanks for listening, yo. We're going to go to a quick break, and we come right
Shout out
back.
to Tina.
We want to talk about if you were in this situation, would you step in? And do you agree with the people that stepped in? Would you do the same thing?
Okay.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned. feelings. Some of you got in your feelings.
This is facts.
We apologize. Anyway,
Why you gonna apologize to somebody?
I'm joking, Dave. Calm down.
Hey, I would tell you this, man. As a minister, you know, I spend a lot of my time trying to heal people and encourage them, right? So I was always in a position where I never wanted to say something that would make somebody feel bad, because you try to use those, even though I know that it's not enough for me just to make you feel good about yourself, because you actually got to do something so you believe in yourself, right?
Amen.
So it's not just a feeling. But I didn't want to add to, if a person's already kind of low or challenged, you don't want to do anything that's going to throw them, especially if you're a person of influence, right? That people look up to. So I was always in that position, but I realized, it took me a long time to realize that people appreciate you more, though,
when you tell the truth,
if you just say it to them raw and with some love, right? You put some love into it, but you gotta say the real.
See, that's my issue. I don't know how to do it with love.
You gotta say the real.
At my 40s age,
Yeah,
I realized that I can't. That this
We talk
mouth,
about that. We talk about that. You're
my
not
mouth is, and I mean well, but you knew you smelled, you knew, or you know, and I try to do it as polite and nice as possible.
But see, that's the problem. You try to do it too polite, and people don't.
And you don't know
People
what
think
time
you're
to
being
do it.
funny.
They think I'm being funny, but I'm normally very
Because you feel a little awkward just saying it to them directly.
No,
because
I would tell you that, but
You may tell them with you tell them
but
with
I'd
a
be like,
smile.
hey, come here. That.
but see,
don't-
it seems like you're joning on them or you're playing with them.
Yes.
And if I say it
And you don't
too
do it.
sincere,
And you don't pull them to the side. You
What?
don't pull them to the side and talk to them. You say it in front of 100 people.
That's
They-
true.
That's
Everybody,
not
but
working.
because everybody know
Everybody
you
know.
smelled in front of everybody.
No, I'm that type of person. Everybody else talking about it around your back, and I put everybody on mad. I'd be like, they all are saying it, my buddy. You know what I'm saying? And if people get mad at me when I'm being helpful. My friend Shanika is the same way. She's listening. Shanika is the same way. She try to act like she's not. Shanika is shady like that. But anyway, we're going to move on. Yo, I want y'all to look at this video, and y'all tell me, would y'all have did the same thing? And do you agree with the way the other gentleman handled it?
can't wait to see it.
So,
Hey, my queen. Hey, queen. Hey, you need help. You need help. Hey, bro, sit down there. Hold on. Why she down there?
we can cut it.
Where you coming from, bro? Hold on. Don't be talking to my girl like that. You got my queen down here. You need to change time.
And see,
White boy should have said, "That's my queen," and she's gonna bow down to a nigga.
So they made him get down. They gonna tell him how to do the time.
Yeah.
they need to mind their business, man.
We're gonna talk about it. It gets worse. If you could fast forward a little bit to like the last 30 seconds, pretty much you see the gist of that.
I got you a clown, bro.
Yo,
Yeah.
welcome back to the open bar. Yo, we sorry we had a little technical difficulties, so we back.
Salute.
Salute. What did y'all think about that video? Y'all think those gentlemen were?
Yeah. How did it
just-
end though? Was there ending?
Well, they kind of cussed them out, and it was like, yo, pretty much. I thought they were more disturbed that it was a white guy and a black girl, and he had the black girl changing the tire. And he kept saying he don't know how to change the tire.
Now, I agree with that, but that's none of their business. One,
They should have minded their business, or they should have helped out.
They did help. Well, they showed him how to do it.
They showed him how to do it. One, and
But all that conversation.
two. If I was the white dude, I would say, nigga, that's my queen. She down there.
Right. I mean,
He might got his ass
if
whipped,
she's
but-
doing-
Yeah, no, I agree, but I kind of agree that if one, you mind your business, but
Oh, I
on a
can't
certain
really
level.
help him.
But I don't like the black girl down there changing the tire. No,
I would have definitely helped. I
No,
would
no,
have
I'm
disrespected. I would have
saying-
disrespected the brother.
No, he said he was trying to call AAA.
oh, he
but
does.
she wanted to do
Yeah,
it.
So he's
but
trying-
she
But
wanted
she-
to call. She wanted to change the tire.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So it was like he told her, "I don't do changing tires. I'm
See,
gonna call
that's
AAA."
what I
See,
that's
my-
what I
see,
was
my-
trying to say.
My sister need to be trained a little bit better now.
She shouldn't have. She embarrassed him a little bit.
No, she didn't embarrass him, but she here's the thing. It's good you know how to change the tire if you need to change the tire, and it's good that you're willing, but don't take on certain things. Don't fight. Like, pick your battles. And if he calling AAA, this is a simple thing. Like if I'm with a girl and I tell her I'm calling AAA and she said no, I'm going to change it. I'm not even going out with you no more because I'm irritated
Right.
at the fact that this can be solved another way, and just because we could do it your way, you want to go that way. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm taking care of it, and for you to
Right.
get down and try to change it,
That's
And
like asking me to change the toilet in the house, right? When I'm gonna go call a plumber to actually do the shit. Just
But-
because I know how to do it, don't mean I'm gonna do
But
it.
at the
Absolutely.
end, it gets even worse. At the end, he didn't even know how to take the jack out and everything.
no, he didn't. But he knew to call AAA. See, as long as he was calling AAA, that absolves him. I
That's what
feel
he
like.
kept saying. He said, "Well, I didn't ask her to do it. She wanted to do it." And he was trying to me. It was sad he had to explain himself to those.
Oh, you're
men.
right. So then I don't think they was wrong. They was wrong for making him change the tire. They could have encouraged him, but don't be like, man, you changed it. No. I told her I'm calling AAA.
Right.
All y'all can sit here and wait with me
Yeah.
till AAA get
Yeah,
here.
that's
Or-
what I said. I'd have told him straight up. I'd have said, "Y'all,
Or
first
y'all
of all,
change it.
mind
y'all
your
change
business. I got
Hey,
this. I'm
look,
saying,
I pay AAA. They gonna come out here and fix the damn tire. I'm paying them every month.
Yes, exactly.
Because I mean, I know a lot of women that be like,
just
Yo,
like I'm gonna call
let's say-
911 if y'all
let's
don't get
say
away."
that you say you're going to do something, you taking too long. They end up doing it themselves. Like sometimes I even get upset when I see a woman cutting grass, and I even ask. And I'll be like, you cut your
Yeah.
You why are you cutting your grass? They was like, because it's my grass. You know, I'm like, and you got a
Ron,
man
Ron,
like
you
that.
lying. How Ron, you lying? You say, "Can you hook me up when you finish?"
Yes, he will say that. He will say, "You want to come cut mine afterwards?"
That's not
Or
true.
I see you washing cars.
Do
I'm
you
ready-
need me to load the lawnmower in the back of my car? What?
So okay, so pretty much I saw three faults in that. First, not saying that men shouldn't have mind their business, but I think they should have been a little more
Respectful.
not even respectful, but open to hearing what the situation was. Like they wouldn't listen to the fact that the brother was saying,
Yeah, but-
although the white brother was saying that he was
Right.
calling AAA, she wanted to change the tire.
Okay, which is also, so this is a case where those guys are like, I feel like a lot of women are still in an old mentality. Like that was chivalry back in the day.
Right.
Man, none of changing the tire, roll his sleeves up and all that. We calling AAA in 2020.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We calling roadside assistance. We're not trying to prove my masculinity by changing your tire.
We
Like,
get
First of all,
we get
they
manicures
took
just like you.
They
Sorry.
took all that shit out of school. They took auto mechanics, home ec. They took all
For a
that shit out of
reason.
school. They took it out of school.
But they kept
Why you
fashion
think most
design.
women don't know how to cook now?
But look, but they kept fashion design. Anyway, yo, I got another one. This one a little funnier, and I want to see what do y'all think. Whose side are y'all on? The black guy or the black woman?
Are we cool to run a video? Or are we good? All right.
All right, play the next video.
The gas station.
We can't see it up here.
Say excuse me, love. Say excuse me.
It
I
started
was trying to
over.
tell you had drop.
They didn't see it.
give you a fucking purse. I ain't no dick, but fuck. Oh Lord, today my mother look dumb once in
So
his
I
ass.
think you guys kind of missed it, but at the
you
beginning of
done?
it, she dropped her purse. He was
You
trying
get
to tell her.
$20 on pump 11. Thank you.
That was in her purse?
Like a dog.
He was trying to tell her she dropped her purse. Can you start the video over? We got a couple of seconds. Start it over.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. So
All right, start it over before y'all say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I listen to Monique. See this? See? She drops her purse.
Say, excuse me, love. Say, excuse me. I was trying to tell you had dropped.
See how she acting.
Better give you a fucking purse. I ain't no dick, but fuck. Oh Lord, today my mother look dumb once in his ass. How you done? You get $20 on pump 11. Thank you. Like a dog, fuck. Say my little coins. Nigga trying to get her fucking purse. She got a little tool, man. I look at a little student looking for her. That's where I'm at.
Putting out a 3 in his gun.
Yeah, I was trying to call you till you had dropped. I'm not no thief. I told you fucking dropped. Fuck that stupid ass.
Did she know he took the money in?
no. Because she feels a little stupid now.
No, she don't.
No, she don't.
She gets even
What?
worse.
She felt that she's right.
Watch this.
Oh yeah, that little 20. I put that in the tank, girl.
How you gonna use somebody else's money for your gas?
Cause you look, I ain't take all of it. I could have used your card. You look, I ain't take nothing but the 20.
I'm gonna tell her stop that shit. I'm gonna
Whatever. Appreciate you for the gas. Sure do.
So,
So do
my
appreciate
brothers,
you.
whose side are you on? Like, I see fault in both sides, but I'm more so.
Yeah, it was fault on both sides. Of course,
It's definitely
it was.
fault on both sides. One, you gotta listen to a person out, right? Listen for a person out. You don't know what they have to say, right? So he was wrong for using the money.
Definitely.
Taking
But
it out of her purse.
that was the only fault I found in him.
Yeah, it was that he took the money out of her purse. Right.
No, I'm not saying that he took the money out the purse. He used the money to pump the gas.
But using them, I'm saying, but going in her purse period. My thing is, I could see him just like tossing it to the side, the trash, leaving it in the store, not saying nothing else about it. Because I try to tell you, and you like, I got a boyfriend. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you, like you ain't even listening. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him, not using. I wouldn't have used the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't have used the money,
But I definitely wouldn't try to help her no more. I was like trying to take
and
it to the-
he didn't, and he did not like he did not hide the purse. He left it on the back of the car so she could see it.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Arnold?
I'd have threw the purse at her. Right in the back of her head.
You're
Man.
funny.
See?
Because I've been. I mean, I don't know if anybody else been in a situation where you opened the door and the woman didn't say thank you, and that pissed me off so bad.
I don't get mad at that. You know, because one, they kind of like expect it, but I don't get mad at it because I come to accept that everybody doesn't even know. First of all, everybody doesn't know how to be treated and how someone should treat you.
You know, I don't get mad when, like, let's say we directly walking close and I open the door, but if I actually went out my way to hold the door and wait for you, and you just keep walking.
I understand what you're saying.
And don't say thank
And
you.
you can't say thank you. I get upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I don't.
Now I can see if we just walking.
And you ain't gonna ruin my day.
Yeah.
Nothing ruins my day. The average human can't get to me. But I'm just saying.
But
I just think that it's just.
I'm kind of with Dave. I probably would be like, I was gonna do that anyway. So it's just me being me.
Yeah.
And it was not that much energy expended in that. But I feel what you're saying. It's still kind of like rude.
It is definitely rude.
And irritating, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's not rude, but what I'm saying is this: don't let someone take you out of your character.
Oh, I would never.
Because I mean, you did when you even gave them the energy to get upset about it,
Well, I used the wrong word. I don't get upset. I just think
to get
that
annoyed about it.
I do
anyway.
get. I guess so. Yeah, I do find it.
You know what I'm
annoying.
saying? That,
But I'll never change me because I think my mother brought me up to be a gentleman at all times, and I always go by the philosophy that it's never an excuse to be rude. So I try not to be rude to people, no matter just because you're rude to me. I don't mean I gotta be rude to you.
I mean,
So,
I go by the philosophy you treat people how you want to be treated, and that's why I do things like that. You know what I'm saying? And even still, somebody's holding the door for me, right? I'll turn around and hold the door for them. It's like if it's double doors or something like that coming through them or something like that or whatever. Or like if I like a lot of times what I see with a lot of people is I see this all the time. Saying there's a family walking in, right? Mm-hmm. And the dude he'll hold the door for everybody else, but then he won't hold the door for another guy and his family walking in. It's like it's like, nah, let them go. Let the family go together.
Right,
what I'm saying?
I agree with that, yeah.
Why do something like that?
So I'm going to tell y'all a situation. It just brought me back. When I bartended at this place called My Place Sports Bar for many years, and I also hosted there. So a lot of times they had seating issues. So one time it was like really packed. So it was a man.
Way before COVID.
Right. It's always real packed, but I always try to sit everybody. So there was a man and a woman there. So they were sitting at the bar. It was like 2 seats apart. So there were 2 other people that was beside, and I was trying to make it a way where they can I'm sorry. I was trying to make it a way where these other people can sit. So the wife was close on this side. So I don't know if it was his wife or girlfriend. So I went to her. I said, would you mind if you guys move over down 1 seat so that I can put these 2 people together? Would that be an issue for you guys? And I was talking to the wife. I wasn't paying attention. The husband or the boyfriend, I don't know what he was. He looked at me. He said, why the fuck didn't you come directly to me? You don't talk to my wife.
It's a lot of dudes, old school dudes. That's an old school move. And some young dudes feel that way too because they don't know how, because niggas can be mad disrespectful sometimes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting right here, and like you going to start talking to her. It's like you trying to play on, like, because I'm gonna try to accommodate her. So if you get her on board,
you guys, I just didn't get.
But yeah, you gotta acknowledge him. You just gotta do that. Yeah, you gotta acknowledge him.
Well, that's a thing that when you gotta feel 9 times out of 10, you gotta. If you're a man, you got to talk to the man. Right. If there's a woman, let the woman talk to the woman.
Facts. Remember my man, what's Beast Mode? He used to run for the Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch had a football camp, and one of the little boys was getting out of line.
Yeah, he wanted to talk to the dad.
He was trying to discipline the boy, and then the mother was kind of going off about it because the boy messed up. He got the same penalty that all the boys would have gotten. The mother tried to get him, over that, like try to get him a pass on it. And he's like, I'm not giving a pass. So she's going off on Marshawn. And he like, yo, I'm not even going to argue with you. Like, where's your husband? Oh. Like, go get your husband. Because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? He's like, as a man, I'm not about to be here going toe to toe with a female. And that's the right way to do. You know what I'm saying?
Etiquette,
that's true.
That's why I know videos. You tell people. I saw a video where a guy was on a train, and the wife was talking mad trash, or girlfriend. And so the dude said, all right, look, she got one more time to disrespect me, I'm gonna smack the S out of you. You know what I'm saying?
He beat the dog.
He beat the tail out that dude, man. And all because her mouth.
Oh, really?
And he whooped him.
He whooped the dude. That's wild right there.
His girl mouth. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like I respect my wife, man. We was young, we was in high school. You know what I'm saying? She didn't start no drama. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I've been with my wife. My wife, my ex-wife. She was very passionate, very outspoken, very bold. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then many times I had to tell her to shut up.
Yeah. Sometimes
and like she would battle me, but there was moments that when the way I said it, she knew that. All right, let me go just chill.
Yeah, it's a lot of times you just gotta know
because you're doing too much right now.
Doing too much, but see that goes to back of being coddled. A lot of times you get away. Wow. We let things go. Get away with a lot of people get away with things, and they feel like they're gonna get away with a lot of things. It's not happening as much now. Especially you can't talk to a lot of these young people the way you would. It's just saying that situation like that. Like they just happen to talk to if put it this way, that same situation with the changing of the tire, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If that was a black dude and a black girl, they wouldn't even came over there.
No, because they don't know.
Well, okay, so that's true. That's true. And I was gonna say, but even the white boy was like, "That's my girl." Like, don't talk to my girl. Like, even though you know what I'm saying, but. I will say this about that. The optics were really bad. the white dude standing there. But like you said, they didn't take time to listen. Another, like the girl wouldn't listen to the gas station to the dude trying to say, here's your purse.
Yes.
That's the point.
And then they wasn't listening either because he's like, I'm calling AAA.
Yeah.
She wanted to do this.
But exactly, but as the young man in that, he should have spoke up more to them. Like he started going like, don't talk to my girl. And
Well, it's 2 against 1. You don't know.
well,
You
no,
a small
I mean, I ain't saying incite anything, but I'm saying
No,
tell them
but you
clearly.
don't know how they're gonna react to
True.
the situation because they already come in there and not minding their business.
Yeah, those dudes was wrong, man.
Yeah.
The girl could have stepped up and said, "Look, no, we good."
Hey,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
I would have definitely been like, yo, you all right? Mm-hmm. Like if I felt like somebody was in danger, I'd be like, you all right? Because you can tell me whether you need my help or not. Because this other thing, I would never intervene if the girl don't say, yes, help me.
Yeah, but see,
I'm never going over.
But that's the thing. They were saying that, and she didn't say anything. She just kept on doing what she was doing.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But if the woman don't invite you into a relationship thing, Joe, if she don't allow, like, accept your, if you say, look, I will help you if you want me. Like, I met this young dude, young girl arguing real bad. Young dude and young girl were arguing real bad outside the my sister's apartment one day. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, man.
Oh wow!
And the girl was crying. She was very hurt, and she was trying to leave at that late hour. And the dude was trying to force her to stay. He was grabbing on her and stuff like that. So I'm like, first of all, I went to him and I started saying to him, bro, listen, don't grab her like that. You know what I'm saying?
You said that to him?
Yeah, I'm telling him, and I was coming to him more like, don't you put yourself in a situation where it's like you assaulted her or something like that. I was trying to go there first. And then he was like, no, I got this. And he won't listen to that. So, okay, you trying to make her say whatever. Then I start going to her. And I'm like, are you all right? Do you want me to intervene or whatever? She's like, I'm good. At that point, it's nothing I could do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And if a woman don't invite you in because they going to stand by their man.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So if she feel like, no, it's okay, I'm fine, whatever, you got to go ahead and let her ride.
And even still, we all know from a lot of situations that even if it's an abusive situation, right?
Yep. Even if it's your family.
Even if it's your family, if you even pull them out of that abusive situation, they go right back.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
I put a nigga out of my sister's house, changed the locks on the door. Yo, 2 weeks later, they was back.
He got the key.
He was back again. And I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Tell you want some Kool-Aid?
I put this nigga out your house, like almost have to go to blows with him. You know what I'm saying? And 2 weeks later, you got him back in there. I said, all right, listen, that's fine. Do not call me anymore about this man.
That's it.
I already did that. I'm not going to have conversations with him every other week when y'all fall out. So don't call me no more. You got it back in there. Then you won't handle it from now on.
I know somebody who got killed who breaking up a fight between a husband and a wife.
That's what I'm saying.
He got killed because the wife, was like, get out of here, blah, blah, and he ended up getting killed.
Yeah,
breaking up the fight.
You don't never know what someone else's mental state is.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But I just personally can't sit there and watch a woman getting beat up.
True, but not watching her get beat.
That's why you walk away all the time.
I never walk away. I've never walked away. I mean, great, thankful. I mean, I've been jumped in situations like when I got jumped at the Legends. You remember that? I've been jumped in several situations.
I don't remember you getting jumped.
With Julie and. I told y'all remember when I was hanging with Julie. Anyway,
I remember Julie in that.
Anyway, there's been situations that
you ain't going out there with your white girl.
Hey,
I'm just saying I'm not the one that would start a fight, but I don't walk away from fights. I would say that.
So tell me this.
You run.
I got
run, nigga, run.
I got another scenario for y'all real quick. I got another scenario for y'all to consider, yo. Like, which makes me feel awkward about these relationships, man, right? Like,
there you go again.
If you find the right kind of girl, though, you don't have to run into this, though.
You've been with yours since high school, so it don't. You're excluded.
It's something about certain women, man. Like, and I guess you can probably maybe spot some characteristics of this woman. Y'all, maybe we can line the characteristics. But so I dated a girl, right? Mm-hmm. She came back to me and we started talking, and she's like just talking to me. And you ever know how a girl you used to mess with is talking to you very like comfortable and like. They really want to be close to you, but they can't because they're with somebody else. Mm-hmm. So this girl is with somebody else, right? And it's like, the nigga done balled her out, right? Like, got in a bomb house, putting money on her, doing all this other stuff, right? But she's still like talking nice to me, right? Like it's funny that you in a place that you really wanted to be in, but you're not with the person you wanted to be with, right?
It happens a lot of times.
And you stuck because if you lose that, everything goes. You know what I'm saying? But you still really, it's almost, you ever seen somebody like they looking at you with the eyes like, help me? Like I want to connect somehow, but I'm in this and I like this, but like you said, I don't know if I want to be locked down in it though.
Yeah, but see,
And
like Jay-Z said, he said it's hard to go back to hamburger helper after eating filet mignon.
no, this is true. But the other thing is this though. Wouldn't you dread being with somebody like that you think is like really down with you? And would you dread being with wouldn't you dread being with someone who you think is really with you, but they really wish they were with somebody else? They just with you because of the.
Guess I see you next lifetime.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Somebody using you, basically. They're using you because, and maybe they're not trying to use you. They thought they were.
We're all using somebody because we're all using somebody because they're filling a void in our lives.
What were you trying to say?
Also, the thing is, what you don't know is, if you're the one being used, you don't know that you're the one being used.
Everybody's being used. You should
know
it.
But you don't know. But what I'm saying is, for what
but if you feel like it's an investment, but the person is there, but in their heart they really would not. They want the perks, but they don't want it to be with you.
First of all, I'm telling you, if the dude is not attractive, right, and he got money, right. He already know. Somebody told him he was ugly before who didn't know he had money. Or he flashed a lot of his money before and he knows he's ugly.
But most of the time, if it's probably not about looks. He probably doing other things that's pretty.
Yeah, but he knows what he has to make up for his looks. But he knows he has to make up for his looks some other way.
Okay, so but would that ever make you nervous about thinking that somebody's...
That's just like Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stayed coochie down to the socks.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but he had Lil' Kim dedicated to him, and he had the other girl dedicated.
But
to
that's
him.
the thing. Is those girls are different because you know when you want a girl like with you or on you, you know she's on you. Like she don't have vision for nobody else. But if you got a girl who, I just feel like that's a scary place to be in.
It's not. I mean, because you, first of all, your mental state, one, you already got to know.
In reality, you know a woman is there for what you do for her.
Yes.
And not for just all the love.
Yes. Because you cannot.
I guess if he knows that.
Because you got to think about something. You can't love somebody just that much. You don't.
No, some people, women get their men get this too sometimes.
Right. No, I'm saying you got to be there just more than for the love.
No, some people, man, they love you for who you really are, man.
What you do,
and what you also bring to them too.
Majority of people are not.
But that's why funny niggas get a lot of women because they bring that laughter to their life, and they like, he don't got no money, but I can't stop messing with this nigga. This nigga keep me happy.
Yes, they tell you
his personality brings everything to me.
Like comedians, singers, all of them. They got women just because of what they could do on stage or whatever.
Their gift, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's like the thing about it is the reason why a lot of times, especially you in the field, pastors, the reason why they come to you is one, you're an authority figure, right?
Sure.
You can captivate a crowd, right?
They can learn something.
They learn
and they
something.
feel safe.
Yeah, and they feel safe. So it's the thing,
this
like,
is true.
But they're using you because they feel
for
like
all those things, right?
Yeah.
True. That's why I'd be like, I've had many of my female members, wanted to date me, right? And I try to tell them, listen, I understand the attraction that you could have, right? Because I don't think that's a wrong thing, but you don't really want to date your pastor, one, and two, you don't really know me. You know what I'm saying? You think you know me.
You don't want your pastor blowing your back out and you got to come on Sunday, next Sunday, church next Sunday and act all holy.
That's one thing. And also then you don't know me as a person because I'm different. I'm not a pastor out in the street.
Yes.
I'm not always reading scriptures or being safely and just hugging the children and stuff.
No, you're not.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're a social media pastor.
Oh. So Eco's your social media.
Social media.
So
I've been trying to get my social media vibe back.
we pretty much did your segment, like the three
Yeah,
different things.
but we need to talk about his.
Oh, I did do like a live Zoom.
He did a live Zoom on Sunday.
You want to talk about it? We got about 10 more minutes.
No, that's good. Yeah. We can talk about it real quick.
Okay.
I mean, it was a forum that was sponsored by the National Association of Black Counselors.
Okay.
So this is pretty much a new association, but they are building chapters around the country. Black counselors, psychologists, a consortium of these counselors together, and the one who's leading up the DC chapter, which is a newly started chapter, who happens to be a member of my church. He's a Dr. Nicholas Battle, and they sponsored this a live Zoom with me and about 4 other counselors, and we talked about mainly it was human behavior, but it was concerning relationships, like how we relate to one another, and it was kind of focused on how do we see ourselves as what bringing value to each other as black men and black women,
Yes.
like what do we see as our roles in each other's lives? How do we bring value to that?
And how does it feel to be black in America?
And how it feels to be black, right, in America, and trying to navigate religion, culture, all these different things, and kind of engaging one another. Dave, what were some of the things? Because Dave was listening, which I appreciate that. Shout out to my man. He was listening. What was some stuff that stood out to you? Like,
Well, two things that stood out to me. One was the Paula White situation.
Okay.
Paula White.
the female white pastor who has
female white pastor who's kind of like taking
appropriated black culture.
Yes.
She used black people and black culture to really become popular.
Yes.
Made a ton of money off the black church.
I've never heard about her until Sunday.
You never heard of Paula White?
Yeah. Paula White, yeah.
She's
She's a white woman, and she literally came up learning how to talk black, preach
I'm about
black.
to say I don't know if you remember the show Girlfriends. You remember that show? Girlfriend, and you remember Maya's character? That the way she talked, when she wrote that book, that was Paula White.
Okay.
Syndrome.
Yeah.
That was one thing. I that was interesting. How learning about how she appropriated black culture to kind of build up her
But all along is a diehard Trump
supporter.
Oh wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Deep.
I mean,
She
but you
said
gotta
she-
understand, a lot of people they support Trump for other reasons.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's one of those alliances for the same common goal.
Yeah.
Because again, if you got money, it's hard. Like 50 Cent said, it's hard not to feel like you want Trump's moves, because he making moves that's going to benefit folk who got money.
Yeah,
If
that's
once
true.
your income is over a certain threshold, the moves he was making is going to benefit you.
Okay, and so another thing was how the lady, doctor, I can't remember which one she was, but she talked about how she felt like even if she had a man, she felt like she had to do it because he wasn't not moving fast enough.
And she didn't trust.
She didn't trust him
Like, I just
to get
can't-
things done.
Right, you want a man.
Yes.
You want a man, but you don't trust him to get things done at a timely fashion or in a safe way for you or your life. So you take it all on yourself.
Yes.
And then I tried to share as almost playing devil's advocate, saying, well, what kind of man is going to stick around for that if it's always got to be your way?
Right.
You got to do everything, and you never really respect my opinion or my input or my investment in this. It's always just what you think or what you say, the way and the time frame you think. So many men just relax and say, well, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Like
And-
my man did with the tire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's why I say that's how I'm bringing that up. It's like, what do you do in a lot of those situations? Women, you gotta allow a man to be a man. One, we not
on,
gonna
man.
handle it the same way you are.
I said that too, right?
It's like we have 9 times out of 10, some of us may be more hands-on with doing certain things, and some of us, we know how to pick up the phone and call the right person to get it done right.
Yeah, and this is the thing. It's going to be a masculine touch and a masculine mentality that's going to
Yes.
solve. You can't expect me to be feminine.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm I got masculine energy, so when I solve it, it's going to be solved differently. It's like even with my daughter, you know, and it's like her mom wants to she nurtures her a certain way. I'm touching her a whole different kind of a way. You know what I'm saying? The way we solve her being hungry is different ways because I'm like, what you want? You're like, oh, she needs to eat this. I'm like, yo, what do you want to eat?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to do TV, whatever you want to do, we have different ways of doing that. And so it's like, but women will expect you to, in order to make them happy or to make this a good union, they expect you.
It has to be done their way.
Yeah.
You have to agree.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't. That's right.
But I think that ruins, especially amongst black people. I feel like that ruins us in America because in other cultures, other societies, right? They're not doing that. They're still looking up to the man. Like in the black culture, we have discredited the man in so many levels. We don't expect him to be around. Like they even talked about being dads, and you even brought it up. It's like fathers are actually more
Showing
active in their lives now.
Right. So basically, systematic racism has tried to label the black man and tear him down. But the sad part is that a lot of our black women have bought into that.
Yeah, a majority of them have.
And my point was, with all the black, I see so many black men taking pride in being fathers and grandfathers and supporting their kids, telling their kids they love them, hugging their kids. Like we didn't get all this. This wasn't in the generation when we came up.
Yes.
Your father didn't hug you as much. You know what I'm saying? You might have got a hug, but it wasn't. Nowadays we hugging and loving and speaking life.
My
to our
brother's very
kids.
affectionate to his sons. I was shocked.
Absolutely right. So no, even though you see the evidence that black men are in their kids' lives, do take care of their children, do put in the time, they still act like we missing in action.
Yeah,
like it's not true.
There was a picture. I know. Before we go, I know we about to go. We kind of run out of time, but there was a picture of Smokey Norfolk, the singer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the picture of him hugging his son. You saw that, and it went viral, and people thought that was inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I didn't see inappropriate. I mean, his son was 16, and he was
So-
hugged up on
and he
him,
laid in his father's chest, and
They were asleep.
and he went
was
to
asleep.
sleep.
Yeah.
Now that's a little weird though.
You thought so?
I don't think there's anything
Paul,
wrong
it was
with
a Paul
it.
situation.
No, it's just okay. Two things are weird about it. The fact that he was 16 and he fell asleep. Not that you hugged your dad or laid on your father's chest, but that you fell asleep, right? That was just different, you know. The second thing is for Smokey. I don't think that was a postable moment, right?
No.
It's cool if he did it.
No.
You could have even talked about it, but to put the picture up.
So if your daughter did that, it wouldn't have been.
But even with your daughter 16, right? It don't matter if my daughter did it, but to put the picture up, like I could talk about it, but I don't know if I would put a picture up of her sleeping in my arms.
Well,
A lot of things that we put out here in the air that we allow people to judge us because we choose to put it out there.
Yeah, my question is it a postable thing, right? Not that it was a
Right.
bad thing. Is it a postable thing?
I didn't see an issue with
And
it.
every-
I thought,
and you
and I
gotta
thought it
understand
was
culture.
postable to him. I thought it was postable because he felt.
Yeah.
he felt good about the moment. He
Yeah,
was in
his
the
thing
moment.
was it was a beautiful moment, and he was like, "Man, this is always gonna be my boy." He's 16, but the fact that he's a boy and he's 16, that's a little weird because you know what I'm saying. My son, me and my son tell each other we love each other, man, and it grows. The more he becomes into his manhood, we starting to. It's like I said, it's a different. It's not me parenting him anymore. He's a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's more of. We get to have that real father. So me and my father were just getting there when my father died.
Oh, wow.
But we were just getting there, right? And it's like, I think that's a good thing to hug and lay on your dad.
Yeah.
Like my son could lay on me, man, and be. But my son, like I said, I don't know if he would lay on me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
He
know
just
how
wouldn't.
you feel about that.
My son ain't gonna lay on me.
He
I
ain't
know
gonna lay
you-
on me, right? He's just not gonna do it.
He DJ
I
used
wouldn't.
to lay on you a lot. Y'all were really.
I wouldn't mind him if he leaned on me or something
That was,
like that.
but you got my son is 26 now. He's
I
definitely
mean, he's
not laying on me.
26, but at 16, he probably.
what I'm saying.
Nah, not even at 16.
I don't know. You have a 16-year-old. How are you? How's
He has a
your?
17-year-old.
I don't know. How's your relationship with your?
I have a 17-year-old and a 11-year-old.
And
Now,
how's your relationship with them?
now I hug my sons and all that, but I wouldn't let them fall asleep on my chest though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. That was kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. And I don't want to say anything strange about it, but it was just a little weird because typically a 16-year-old boy is not going. Even if he lay on his
He
dad's
lay.
chest,
He
he's not gonna fall asleep.
What about his
that
mom?
that nigga's trying to lay on some titties.
What about? So if it was his mom, would it have been okay?
It'd been
Yeah, his
better.
mom. That's different.
It'd been
Your
better.
mom.
But even 16 falling asleep on your mom. That's what I'm saying. So it's not even just dad. if you 16, like your 16-year-old typically be like, yo, they try to stay as far away from you as they
Yeah,
can.
they don't want to be around their
They
parents.
trying to do their thing.
See, I guess because my daughter's always that way. She'll fall asleep on my lap or whatever.
Now your kids, hold on, at
No,
16,
what I'm saying is I kiss my sons and hug my sons all the time.
And I
You know
can see, Steve, I can imagine like when your kids are 16, they'll even come get in the bed with you.
Yeah.
And lay beside you,
Right.
not up under you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I never
Dang,
gonna get
you
in
ain't
between
coming-
my legs and just lay in my
swear,
chest.
No, not like that. I'm talking about like we watching the game. They lay on the bed, you on one side, and they laying down with their head
Yeah,
down
yeah,
that
we
way.
do that. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
saying
I'm
that
saying.
they
Like,
wouldn't do it.
that's normal,
They wouldn't
right?
do it.
But
Right, but they
Bob,
wouldn't do it. More for
But I know
they
when I was in college and my roommate at the time, I went to his house in Hampton to spend the weekend. This is the first time I noticed it. Now I grew up with my father and my stepfather, but it was never like affectionate like that. Like my
Right.
dad still hugged me, but we weren't like.
Yeah, exactly.
But my roommate, when he grabbed his dad, he jumped on his dad, he gave him a hug. I was like, okay, that's okay. And then we were watching something else. He came and actually sat on his father's lap and was like joking, Dad, whatever. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. But then I was like, that's their relationship. And then I realized, and he was the same way with his mother.
I think
he was the same way with his mother too. And I was like, wow.
I
yeah,
think
it's
it's
pretty cool.
I think it's up to the individuals.
And like even my mama now, like
the
my
parties
mother
at
now,
hand.
I would lay on my mother's shoulder, like if I'm
and just like my son.
I lay on my mom, so I guess it's the same way.
I'm not an affectionate person anyway, and my kids, I guess they kind of know.
No,
that
you're
either.
not.
You're not overly
But
affectionate,
both of my
right?
sons,
No, I'm
With
not
your mother,
affectionate at
PDO,
all.
you and your mother. Now you don't lay on your mom's shoulder and hug on her.
I first of all, I did before COVID.
Before
Every time I
COVID.
see my mother, I hug her and kiss her. You know what I'm saying? Or I give her a kiss. I grab her face, kiss her cheek or her forehead, or kiss her shoulder. I kiss my mother every time I saw her. Since March, I haven't been doing it because I'm out in the
Yeah.
streets. She stands
But
still.
that's-
So
but
I don't get close to her, right? But my sisters, they'll get in the bed with her and lay in the bed with her. I don't do that. Now I fall
But that's
asleep.
my son.
I fall asleep in her bed, like, and she'll come get in the bed, go to bed, because I'm still in there. I'll wake up and we're side by side or something. But I've never been up under my mother, like, I don't know, since
I don't
when.
either.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that's like my sons though. What my sons do every night, they'd go on one side of the bed. They would kiss my wife, and then they come on the other side of the bed and kiss me and
Yeah.
say goodnight.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's dope. That's
they
cool.
do that every night. My sons do that every night. And
wish I
then
could
when we
watch it.
watching like movies or something, they come in our room. They just jump in our bed in between us. You know what I'm saying? So
I used to sit on my dad's on the floor of his bedroom. My mom and dad be in the bed. I sit on the floor and we watching the shows that they watching, like watching Hill Street Blues, whatever, because I want to stay up late. So getting into his shows,
Yeah,
was like, you know,
you had to watch their shows to stay up.
But I guess
Hey,
I personally
shout out
see,
to,
I personally
shout
don't
out to-
see an issue with that picture. But I see
Hold on,
other people. But like I said, I would see an issue. I didn't have that relationship with my dad.
like I said, it
so-
was not just a hug; it was just falling asleep.
Oh, okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
But shout out to our listener. We have Glow Blair.
Uh-huh.
She said, you know what your child needs when he or she needs it. He may be a child that needs to be embraced, and there is nothing wrong with that. We agree. I'm saying, but you ain't had to post it. That's all we saying, right?
We can't hear you.
Hold on, Steve.
Hold on.
There we go.
Can you hear me
Say
better?
it again.
Okay, what she saying? Shout out to
Oh,
Glow
wow.
Blair for listening. We thank you for listening. What she said was,
Okay. Well, are we still on? Can they hear us?
Yeah.
The sound is on.
Can you hear?
We had a great
Yeah.
show today.
Can they hear us?
Yes.
I didn't know because it sounded kind of
We
quiet.
still good, yeah.
You can't hear me?
Arnold's still talking.
Can you
Yo,
hear
we
me?
had a great show. PDO, is that another event? Is that other people can watch again coming up?
It's not
soon?
coming back to what, February or something.
Yeah,
that.
like January 22nd, like Martin Luther King weekend, something like that. They're trying to do a part 2 of it and trying to get into a little bit more of it. And it's going to be, like I said, Dr. Battle he attends the ministry. So I plan to have, it's so funny because when I was revamping the church, part of the revamp of the church was to do what people are doing now. Like all this, I was going to do this, like have doctors, not everybody on, but just doctors on a panel on screens where I could have a group of people gather and we could talk to therapists. We can go through some of these things with family counseling stuff publicly, right? That was part of my revamp, but COVID made it so now everybody's online got people, but no doubt we're going to definitely have some opportunities to do some open counseling, yeah.
So next week, we all going to come here and we're going to put our weight. So what's your goal weight for next week?
I'm like at 260.
Nigga,
No, what's
This
your
is-
goal weight to lose?
I'm gonna say if I can lose 6 pounds and maintain it,
So today you're what? You said you're what?
268.
Wow, you don't look 268 at all. Dave, what's your goal weight for next week?
I don't put no goal weights out there.
So I mean, I'm
I
saying
don't-
we're gonna be vulnerable next week. All gonna come in. I'm gonna bring
No,
my
I know.
thing.
I
Okay, so
mean, we
nah.
can bring a scale. We'll start next week because I don't know. I'm not gonna check the
All right, so
scale.
we should bring the scale next week, and we'll start next week. We'll see what our goal is. We'll track everybody's weight.
Good, because I don't want to say my weight is today, even though
We'll
it's a
put
little
everybody's weight
smaller.
down,
So next week
weigh-
we're gonna bring
we're
the
gonna weigh
scale.
in.
We're gonna weigh in next
And then
week,
we're gonna go week by week.
and we ask all your other listeners to join in on our journey
And we're
for
gonna chart
better
the
health
course,
for our our culture. Anyway, we had a great show today, yo. Arnold, thanks for. Hope you feel better, bro.
So we can stop being average.
So, I don't think we can hear
Can
you.
y'all hear me? Can y'all
I
hear
hear
me?
you now.
Man, y'all some assholes.
It was a great show.
No,
Thanks for listening.
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't us.
It was a technical.
It was a
difficulty.
technical difficulty.
I know. I'm just saying I'll be in the studio next week.
Shout out to Gloria, Glo Blair. I shouldn't have called her by her real name, but thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And definitely.
And shout out to my
thanks for
girl
sharing.
Tina. My girl Tina was tuned in. I don't know who else was tuned in.
Yo, and if we offended anybody, so be it. Anyway, we see you next week. Salud.
Salute.
Salute.